Hello. Hello and welcome to Story Mode. Just another gaming channel on YouTube. Hello, welcome, greetings. Thank you for being here. Hello to the VOD watchers, you guys. Thank you for stopping by to check out the stream after the fact, after I am live. I appreciate the view. Any likes, any subs, you guys drop on the channel. Oh my gosh, we are up to 87 subscribers. This past week has just been a windfall. Which, if you're a small channel, you understand how much, like, literally seven subs can mean to a person. So appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. So happy to have everybody here. Hello, Cursed. Welcome to the live chat. Welcome to the stream. So nice to see you. Thank you also for being here. Tell me the truth. Do you hate the changes? Do you hate them? Do you love them? Do you nothing them? Is it just like, there she goes, changing her graphics again because it's just what she does? Tell me the truth. But yeah, so people, this is gonna be our last campaign playthrough episode for The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Insane. There's no way I don't beat the game tonight. There's no way. And if I don't, I will quit forever. But yeah, we are gonna finish out this campaign. We're gonna finish out the story as is for Return to Moria, but we're not gonna talk about what's coming next just yet. First, I want to talk about what's good. So, Cursed, if you're able, tell me something good. Happy Monday, Tuesday, by the way, everybody. Cursed is at work. Bless her heart. Curse is working. But yeah, tell me something good in the comments, dear VOD watchers, when you guys check out the stream after the fact. Go ahead and let me know something good's going on with you. I didn't prepare for this at all. Classic. What is something good? It snowed today. Well, it snowed overnight and into the morning a bit, and depending on who you are and how you feel about snow, that's good or that's bad. I have mixed feelings. I really love snow. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's necessary to really get in the holiday spirit, get in the spirit of wintertime and holidays and all of that good stuff. So I like it in general. However, I do drive for a living, so I do have to drive in it, and I have to drive with other people driving in it. Hey, Axe Spirit, welcome in. Gonna lurk while this plumber fixes my water heater. Best of luck to you. Best of luck. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. And, hey, I have... Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, Cursed! Cursed, you're too fast. I, finagled away to check out Axebeard twice. I finagled away to get my comment bar back. Hey, Thunderstrike, and welcome in. Hail. I will also lurk. Very cool, Thunderstrike, and appreciate you being here. Appreciate the lurk. You did beat me, absolutely. You're too fast. But I finagled away to get myself a little comment bar back in my live chat, which means the world to me. So yeah, so it snowed, and it was beautiful, and I felt that little effervescent feeling like in my chest while I was driving today, because it was just, and yes, I sent Curse pictures, it was just snow-covered trees, and it was just beautiful, and the roads were not bad. They really weren't bad. It wasn't a ton of snow. There was maybe a couple of inches on my car this morning, but on the roads it really wasn't bad at all. So that was nice. That felt nice. That made me happy. So we're gonna call it good. And then the other good thing is, not only do I have a little comment bar for my own live chat, but I also have, dun 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 dun, let's get awkward, a throne wish list. I also have a throne wish list. It's been compiled, it's been put together, it's all gaming related, it's all channel related stuff. So this is like a, what's the word I want to use? A substitute. I want to call it something else, but I'm going to call it a substitute for super chats, memberships, Streamlabs tipping, any other kind of way that viewers can contribute to the channel, contribute to my content. I'm just, since I'm not monetized on YouTube, I don't have access obviously to like tips on YouTube, super chats, or memberships. And then since I'm not using Streamlabs OBS, I'm using wonderful, boring, old, regular OBS. I don't have that tipping option through Streamlabs. So anyways, I made a throne wish list. We talked about this. I have mixed feelings about this as well, but there's no pressure. Nobody's obligated, obviously, but everything should be set to crowdfunding. And that means that how like 18 billion people who don't watch my channel can contribute. So please don't feel obligated to purchase one whole item, but contribute if you would like. It's all channel related. So the biggest priorities are a Switch 2 Pro controller. I will need both of those things. Cursed, I'm sure. Please don't do anything foolish. Also, I'm on a financial journey myself, guys. Be responsible. Gamble responsibly. It's like you tell people the gamble websites are like, hey, gambling, it's fun, it's awesome, but also be responsible. Or hey, an alcohol commercial, but drink responsibly. It's me being like, hey, buy me things, but like spend responsibly. But yeah, the Switch 2 and the Pro Controller are top priority so that we can use it, obviously, for streaming. I definitely want to get the Animal Crossing update. We're going to have some Animal Crossing content. I believe, I don't want to make any promises, but that's the plan so far. I might start playing Animal Crossing and somehow it doesn't feel right to do that live. But Animal Crossing, I would love to update to the Switch 2 version just for better graphics and performance and stuff like that. And then there are specific Legend of Zelda amiibos on that list. Though I did some research. Those two amiibos not only are dope, and I would love to just have them sitting on my desk. It's Ganondorf and Link. But they are the specific ones that will unlock Tulin and Minoru, basically the Legend of Zelda collaboration items that are coming in the Animal Crossing New Horizons update in January. So amiibos for that. Switch 2, it's like, I might get that from family. I might actually share my throne with my family as well, instead of doing like a traditional Christmas list. Be like, here's a link if you guys want to contribute. But yeah, the Switch is definitely the priority. And then I also put a PlayStation 5 on there. Oh, and I felt real weird about that, but here's the deal with the PS5. It's not a priority. I don't need it right now, but I'm just putting it on there in case people want to drop like a quarter, $1.50 something, you know, over the course of however, because my 4, I want to stream on PlayStation games first and foremost. Currently I have Horizon, which we're going to play on the PlayStation 4. I picked it up, I played it, I updated my system. I haven't been on my PS4 in forever. I did like all this stuff. It looks good, it's running fine. I tried to touch Hogwarts Legacy on PS4. It was almost unplayable. It was like, so the system just couldn't support the game properly, kind of like how I imagine the Switch supports Hogwarts Legacy might not be that great, you know, because it literally came out, it was a release title for the PS5, so it's really made to be featured on the PS5. So all of that being said, my PS4 is aging quickly, and I want to be able to stream PlayStation games in the future. So that's like a future investment, another PS5 for me, because the one that we have is downstairs and it's literally like our entire television. We run everything through the PlayStation. Not only do I play games on there, but we stream through there and like we do everything through there. So there's no way I can bring that up here and tuck it into my setup. Like I would need a separate console. So anyways, there is a 5, but don't worry about it. It's just there. It's just there. We need to set up Throne Alert so you know when peeps have given gifties. Here's the thing. I'll look into it. That's a Streamlabs OBS thing. And I have opted out of having all of those fun things like a sub alert, like subscriber alert, and all of that other stuff because I can't with Streamlabs. So I'll look into it though, because you should be able to build those things into OBS, like it's plugins or widgets or something, but they're just not readily available. Streamlabs is very streamer friendly. All that stuff is kind of pre-built into it, and you just have to learn your way to navigate around it. But yeah, so I'll look into it because that would be great. But yeah, and then everybody, I feel like last time we did this though, you guys, what did you bought me Tears of the Kingdom. You guys wanted me to stream that game because I didn't want to play. That was so funny. When you guys bought me Tears of the Kingdom. Hey Kathleen, welcome in. Tell me something good. Thank you for being here. Everybody put anonymous anyways. Everybody put anonymous when they contributed to Tears of the Kingdom. I think I did it. Maybe it was through Throne. Maybe I did it through Throne. I can't remember how we did that. But anyways, yeah. So that's something good. I have a Throne wish list. Check it out. The Switch items are obviously the priorities. So if you would like to contribute, that would be amazing. I would appreciate the support. Everything that you give is going to come right back to you in terms of content. Yours automatically says your name. Oh gosh, no secrets. It's going to come right back to you in content. I'm going to use it for your entertaining pleasure. It's going to be for you guys. So it's so that's a thing. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it because it still is so weird. I feel so weird. Ooh. I have a Starbucks card incoming to fuel. I did put shenanigans. I said to fuel shenanigans. I see what you did there. I did put a couple of Starbucks gift cards because I was like, keep it channel related, keep it channel related. I was like, man, the amount of times I could use a Starbucks right before stream is real. So yeah, I put a couple little like small cost on there. Those are not crowdfunded. Kathleen, you're fostering 3 kittens. Where are you putting them? Do you have room for that? Can I come over? Can they stay with me? You can foster them at my house. To fuel shenanigans. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so like I promise that that's coffee that will be drank to help this all go better. I have room sort. I'm like, where do you fit the kittens between all the other cats? But yeah, so anyway, it snowed. It was beautiful. And I think we're going to beat this game tonight. And I think that that's good because what's good after campaign is I'm going to show you guys my builds. So our next stream is going to be a building specific stream. It's going to be more of a tour. It's going to be more of me showing what I've done and what you can do. And then I'll probably like try to slap together something really simple and just talk through the very like most basic building principles of the games. You guys won't need it because if you actually play the game, like you'll just kind of navigate, like you'll learn your way around it. But I do want to like point out specific stuff. Let you guys in on like the DLC items and stuff like that. So the next stream is going to be 2 hours of building related content in Return to Moria. So that's good. That's something we haven't really dug into too deeply yet. So yeah, so this is all good things. Kathleen is fostering 3 kittens. I'm so jealous. Oh, and Curse is fueling shenanigans. That's good. That's great. Thunderstriken said Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. It is coming. And hold on. Boom. You know what else is coming? Ta-da! Seamless transition. 1 week from tomorrow, people. 1 week from tomorrow. The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria Durin's Folk DLC drops on the digital shelves of the world. And we are all so excited about it. We're so excited about it. So this is also a good thing. Also coming up, happening, coming soon. Talk about building. Talk about everything else. Talk about how today we're going to complete the storyline, pardon me, for the existing campaign. Durin's Folk is going to give us more story after that. So exciting. They did actually drop an update. I'm sure you guys caught it in the Discord. They dropped an update about map upgrades. I didn't get to watch it. I was working/driving when it dropped. And it was something that Jean-Paul Dumont, the game director for Return to Moria, was showing the new map kind of dynamics. And so I couldn't literally watch. It was one of those where you couldn't listen to them like you really needed to watch it. I couldn't just listen to it. So anyways, oversharing. They've updated the map. I have mixed feelings, but I'm sure it's going to be helpful. And I've got all the mixed feelings tonight. I have so many mixed feelings. But it's going to be great. So, yeah. So this is coming a week from tomorrow. And that being said, heads up 7-Up. I'm totally going to post a alert or a notification in the community tab, which is now just the post tab, I think is what it's called. So I will post this officially, like a graphic for it. But next week, Monday's stream is going to be a Tuesday stream because that's November 18th is next Tuesday. And I want to play the DLC with you guys immediately, as soon as I possibly can. So we are going to play Durin's Folk on release day next week, Tuesday the 18th. So mark your calendars, and I will post a reminder for everybody so that they know that that's happening. And then next week's streams are going to be crazy. So Monday's going to become Tuesday. And then Friday, if I can figure out the chaos, it's not going well. I'm going to be multi-streaming for the first time, so we will be hanging out here on YouTube primarily, but I will also be streaming live to the Twitch homepage, and maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. I'm not sure if we're allowed to tell you guys yet, but it's a week away, so I can't imagine I'll get in too much trouble. So yeah, I'm gonna be streaming on the Steam homepage as well on Friday, so hopefully we'll get some additional viewers and be able to kind of spread the love to a whole other platform. So that's pretty exciting. So I'm not sure what that stream is going to look like. It is going to look a little bit different, but as far as content, I'm kicking off Durin's Folk on Tuesday. I'm not messing around, so maybe we just have episode 2 on Friday and we just continue with where we leave off from the first stream, or if I do something special, I'm not sure. So anyways, too much talking. We have a game to play, so let me do this and let me do this. Hi. Kathleen, a note for you too. It was so pretty. It was so pretty this morning. People in my city really have to they need to get a couple of snow days under their belts because nobody could do it on the roads today. Everybody was driving 15 miles an hour. And here's the thing. I'm all for it. I'm all for being safer than not, and I'm all for being a defensive driver versus an offensive driver. Offensive. But you can take it too far, and the roads were literally they were just wet. It's like as if it had rained. There was no sleet. There was no ice. There was just snow on the grass, right? And on our cars. So I think my city needs a couple of snow days under their belts before they get a little more comfortable on the road. So that was super fun. But we're only talking about good things. Good things. All right, you guys, let's jump into this game. I might have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings. That's going to be the first t-shirt release for story mode merch. That's what's going to happen. I have mixed feelings. Okay, so how does this work again? I need to do this. And I need to do this. And then I need to do this. And then booyah. And then booyah. Hello. Hello. Here we are. We are in the Dworodelph base camp, and I have some updates to share with you guys. So I rebuilt some Afghan lamps up here for our farming area. Super important that you know that. Because our sunstone has fulfilled its purpose, and so the sunstone I had left, I went ahead and rebuilt the lamps that I had to tear down initially. So what I did, I made an executive decision, and I basically cleared out the desolation base of all of its useful resources and brought them here. So we have consolidated all of our materials and resources to this base camp in the Dworodelph, our largest, our most wonderful. It's so basic it hurts, but this is the best I could do. So we've got some extra chests. We had to make some room for some more things, and you'll notice that this room is a little bit different over here. This has become a bit of an armory, or at least a storage facility for armor and weapons. And this has been cleared out a little bit because things were getting a little crowded when I was bringing everything over. So we've expanded operations here a little bit. And I have opened out even more space here in the Dworodelph to just create a little bit more storage area, a little bit more openness. Now, all of these things can be stored in a chest. I do not have to put them on pallets. I just like it. It makes me feel nice. So we did that. I have so many coins. Coins were becoming a problem, so I built a nice little gold pile in the corner, and you can actually open these. These are kind of like little storage chests of their own, if I didn't show this to you guys before. And you can store anything, but I just put my extra coins in here inside of these piles. So there's 4 slots in here. I could dump coins when I get more. Nope. There we go. We've got some in here. We've got a whole bunch of the big one. But yeah, so you can not only build these with coins, but you can store coins or gems or whatever inside of them. Now, I don't know if this is going to change with the update, but you can put gems in these slots and they will protrude out of the gold coin pile. But I don't know if it's as soon as you go to sleep or as soon as you close your game and come back, the gems will disappear. And it's so sad because this treasure pile could just be spotted with red and blues and purples and silver and all this stuff. But for some reason, you can only see it when you initially put them in, and then as soon as you like disengage from the game and come back, all your gems have vanished again. It's very, very sad. So anyways, I don't know why I told you that. I guess so you could know that it's an option, but not a very good one. And yeah, we just continued to expand a little bit. So what I did out here is I have barricaded myself safely from hordes and patrols and things like that. So this is a staircase that goes to this level above, and we will get patrols down through here. So there's actually layers and layers of adamant wall in this gap here. So this is adamant, this is the stout wall. I have multiple layers of this wall in here, so nobody's gonna come from this direction. And then I repaired my floors. I obviously put up a banister. I put some lighting out here just so we could see. What's really important is that I put a hearth out here, just so you guys know. We're going to talk about that in a second. And then, down here, Kirsten, if you think that's funny, you're really going to love this. Down here, I built an adamant barricade for the stairs. And I did 2 pillars and a wall. And I think it's beautiful. So no patrols are gonna come through here. And don't worry, Curse, we're gonna talk about, it's not necessary. That's why Curse is laughing at me. Oh, I almost died. Hold on. What do you mean need resources? I'm right next to my camp. Okay, we'll make it happen somehow. Get me back up here. Hello? This is an excellent barricade. It's also keeping me from getting in. Okay, seriously? Like, I have to find some natural fiber. I thought I'd be able to pull it from my... Okay. We're gonna talk about hearths and hearth grids really quickly as soon as I can regain access to my base camp. My extremely successful barricades. I'm just showing you guys how good they are. Is there some natural fiber line? I could do wood. I could do a platform. Grab some wood. Yeah, we don't need to... Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, there's orkies over there. Okay. It's fine, no stress. We'll just use a piece of wood and we'll get up there. Yeah. Yeah, so really not necessary. I didn't have to go quite so hard. But here's the thing. I actually had a siege on this base camp while I was playing and like moving things over and doing all the stuff I was doing that I'm like letting you guys know that I did, right? I was sieged upon. And they broke through. They broke through my door on my base camp. They destroyed it. Hold on. Whoop. Can't leave a mess behind. There we go. Can I? Oh, it won't reach. Okay, it's fine. They busted through my walls. So this little granite barrier is not going to keep a siege out. Like, they'll break this so fast. So that's why there's double reinforcements. Basically, I don't want them. So here's the thing with sieges, though. Sieges spawn. And patrols are the ones that actually walk around and can, like, access areas. But anyways, here's what matters. I built a hearth down here. And this is a fun little trick that I learned in the Discord. If you grab a standing torch, as if you're gonna build it, it's a small, easy thing to walk around with that doesn't block your vision too much. And you can double check your grid hearth with this. So you guys see the yellow dots on the floor, and we've talked about this before. But around a hearth, I don't know the exact measurements, but around a hearth, you create a grid in which you can build. And what also happens within that grid, if it is solid, so like between 2 hearths, so I have this one out here. You guys see this yellow line? This is connecting, this is a grid connecting to the hearth that I have inside of the base camp. But see how this solid yellow line, like this is an edge of one grid and it's connecting to another. And there's a reason I'm pointing this out so aggressively. And it's because if you have a gap between your grid, your boundaries of each. So this hearth is casting a grid. The hearth down on the patio is casting a grid. They're meeting up. They're balancing out. This is what's going to keep enemies, ideally, from spawning into your base camp. Is if your hearth grid is solid. So not only do you need it to be solid so that you can access materials, that's another thing I should talk about, but this is going to keep enemies from spawning into my base camp. On the rare occasion they do. Regardless, sometimes little glitches happen, issues happen, but for the most part, since my grid is solid and we've walked around and we've checked, enemies should not be able to spawn in here. So that's why my focus has been on barricades to keep them out, because the only enemies that should be coming into my camp or successfully getting in here are going to be patrols that are like walking around. So I hope that that made sense. The thing I'm just really want you guys to understand and accept and hold close to your heart is that you need your hearth grids. If you have multiple hearths because you're building in a larger area, you need them to meet up and be seamless so that you do not have enemies spawn inside of your base camp or your building area. I actually, in my forever world, as we call it, which I'm going to show you guys next week, I found a gap after I had built an entire city. Pretty much, I found a gap in my grid on the bottom level, and enemies are spawning into it. And so when I'm down there on the bottom level building and doing other stuff, I have like wargs and orcs like coming at me. Now, they're super easy to kill and get rid of. Also, they're spicy items you can use to avoid confrontation, but I don't want them down there at all. I don't care if they see me or they don't see me. I don't want wargs walking around like in my pub. Like, what do you mean? So anyways, I'm really harping on this because I have a grid gap in my other world and it's devastating. And you can't patch them. I tried to patch the gap with just another hearth. I was like, well, maybe if I just put another hearth down in this area, it'll seal it and that'll cast a grid, but it doesn't work that way for some reason. So you can't patch it either. So fair warning to everybody. Just when you start to build, make sure you pay attention to your grids, how far they're going, and that they are solid and that you don't have any gaps. Now, the only other thing I want to mention about the hearth grid and not having any gaps is that ideally you are able to pull. So, you know, when we craft in here, where the game just pulls things out of storage for you to craft. It's amazing. It's super convenient. We all want that, you know, in the Animal Crossing update. But it'll pull stuff out of your inventory automatically if you're trying to build or craft or do anything else. If your grid is solid, you can access the storage and materials that you have in storage as far as you possibly can. You guys might not understand this, but in my forever world, for example, I can pull from my Dworodelf base. I can pull stored materials to build all the way to the eastern stairs, if not further, which is like so far. And that's because I've placed hearths strategically all along that path so that those grids are always interlocking so that I have the ability to pull material. So I could literally, not in this game, but in my game, I could jump to like the front of the Dworodelf and do a whole build, and I don't have to take any materials with me. It's going to pull from my resources that are back here. So I hope that also makes sense. Little side note on the goodies. So yes, we expanded operations a bit. I needed more space. We've got more stuff. And yeah, it's all good. And then the Desolation base, it has been reduced to kind of Westgate status and the mine status, where there's a map stone there and a meal table, and if I really need to repair or rest or find a place to sleep real quick, I can do that in those bases. But the Desolation base is now just kind of an empty shell. So we're going to be traveling back and forth to this base from now on, my main base. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else really important that I need to tell you guys. Did I craft anything? I think this is all old news. Mithril Dwarfcraft. Yeah, because we made the spear last time. The first mining of Mithril? Fun. Okay, we're not going to read that. We're not going to read that. Sorry, hold on. It's because you hide instead of fighting them. I'm sorry, that was so long ago. I don't know what you're referencing. Are you on PC or console? I'm on PC. I'm playing on Steam. It is weird, cursed, right? It is weird. I can't patch it. I need to, and I've been talking about that forever. I was like, I need to go figure out which hearths aren't connected. Kathleen, good luck in class. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Which ones aren't connecting, and then like figure out what has to be done. So anyways, we'll talk about that when we go exploring. I'm trying to think. Let's just recap really quickly what we've done. So last stream, in our beautiful Durin's Guard armor that we currently have equipped with our Durin's axe, we went ahead and crafted our mithril spear. So I absolutely need to get that. And you know what? I think it might. I might have lied. I might have left it at the desolation base. I don't know if everything technically did make it over here. Okay, there's my old pick. There's my old... I would have made a wall display for it. There's a crossbow up here. Uh-oh. That's okay. It's safe. It's safe, but that's a really important thing to forget. At the old base camp. They break your walls and doors when a siege comes because you hide instead of fighting. Yeah, of course. Of course. Why would I fight them? Now I really don't need to fight them because I've got my barricades. Oh, look, there's wargies up there right now. Wogs! They can't get to me. Watch them come down these stairs somehow and, like, jump me. That'd be so funny. They can't do that, can they? No. Okay. Oh, I got nervous. Yeah. But they typically they can't break through. In my defense. Adamant walls, it takes a lot. And I've been sieged in this base camp before and they did not break through. So I don't know. They really meant it this time or something. So, yeah. So anyways, let's go get our... Let's go. Then I know what I'm going to put on this wall now. Let's go get our spear, which is super important, from the Desolation base camp. And then we'll have our wall displays here for these two masterworks. So I do want to take Durin's axe because I'm very attached to it. However, I can't carry the axe and the spear at the same time. So that's got to stay here at home. Hey, Ara, welcome in. Thank you for being here. You're so welcome. Tell me something good. Desolation. If it's not there, I'm going to be really upset. Tuesday at 10:30. Here she is. I'm going to spin you for a loop next week. You just figured it out, but I'm going to go ahead and change that on you. We're going to stream on my Tuesday, so it'll be Wednesday for you next week because I want to feature the Durin's Folk expansion as soon as it drops. Yeah. Well, that's good. I hope they help. I got ear drops for ear problems before and they didn't help. It was very sad. It was very sad. Okay, there's my torch, which I want to keep anyway. Okay, good. All right, here's the spear. Here's what's gonna happen. I gotta take this first. And then we'll come back for the spear, which is fine because we need to, the Desolation is a good place to go. Although I've got to double check. I feel like I might have a mapstone that's closer to my objective. Where did I just build those wall displays? Down here. Down here. Okay. Masterworks, man. You can only carry one. You can only carry one. And I'm starving. I'm absolutely starving. So, let's make some food. Let's make some complex food. So maybe I can stay full longer. Let's make Nana's casserole. What could possibly go wrong? And I'll have a pasty for the interim. I don't get notifications. I need to set alarms. I know, it's weird. This is the 3rd ear infection within the last 4 months. I'm a little over it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I had a, it wasn't diagnosed as an ear infection. They called it swimmer's ear. But I got a major ear problem years ago, and I still can't hear out of that ear. It's still plugged. It's really weird. So I'm a bit deaf in my left ear because I had the worst. I guess you could qualify it as an ear infection. That's just not how they diagnosed it. But yeah, it's real fancy. One of my fave memories. Dawnbreak Ale, which we used in the Darkest Deeps. Oh yeah, we did that. We mined for Mithril in the Darkest Deeps. We did all kinds of stuff last stream, but let's collect ourselves real quick. I think I would rather have the Karak tea, which hopefully is here. Do I have any left? Hobgoblet? Should I just build another? I should just build another. Hobgoblet increases your stamina, but the Karak tea, copper ingots, I can make that happen. Copper and bronze. Karak tea does more than just that, so we'll go through. That's rough. My hearing is still okay. Yeah, but you're in pain, so it doesn't hurt. It can hurt. I am out of copper. Oh my god. Maybe I can't do it. Oh, some steel ingots? That's fun. Wait, what was it? Copper and what? Was it steel? To make a thing? Wait, what? Bronze. Uh-huh. I can't make bronze either because I don't have copper. We are out of copper ore. Well, I guess we're gonna go drain this ale. I'm trying to think if there's anything I really need to do before we move ahead. I feel like there's some places we maybe needed to go. Some other things we maybe needed to do. Let's look at our checklist. Which doesn't, you can't see it all over the map. I'm sorry, I should have done a better job with my checklist. How do you even read it? I need it on like a solid background. Base camp, statues. Yep, we unlocked the Gondolian shield. The Muznakan chest, we don't have one in the Desolation. The Ranger camp, we're pretty sure we don't have one in the Desolation. Collect materials for new recipes. We went and got Mithril most recently, which is a super new material. Made what we needed to make. We restored the Mithril Forge and we cleared the Orc strongholds. Excited for the new map in the update. Yeah, I brought that. Yeah, alright, they updated the map. Go check out the Discord. Go check out the Discord. I have mixed feelings about it. I have mixed feelings about everything. I'm trying to think. The bridge needs to be rebuilt. That Durin's monument needs to be rebuilt at the Well of Shadows. Those require an adamant hammer, which I don't have yet. Why do I feel like there's somewhere we need to go? Something we need to do. We'll just take this. We'll just take this. We'll sing a song real quick so I can think. Oh, gotcha, Kirsty. No worries. Yeah, I mentioned the map update.
Was a spitfire whose thirst could not be quenched. If ever interrupted, her annoyer would be drenched. One hand around a tankard, the other up to whale. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
Oh ho! I live for ale, a fire, and a song.
18 pints of ale. That's our aura for you. Excuse me. Yes. What am I doing with my life? I'm gonna fill this. Brew skin. You watched all 3 Hobbit movies after stream? Are they still terrible? Are they still terrible? Are they basically a theme park ride? Are they still just spectacle and nothing else? This brew skin has Dawnbreak, which is not gonna help me. So we're gonna put that away. And we're gonna grab our extra hop goblet. I just want my stamina increase. I'll settle for that. We're gonna need our epic cocktail, which is boost, reflex, and power. Swift epic may also come in handy so we can run a bit. Speaking of saving stamina, we can run a bit. Sorry guys, my brain is not on tonight. Fair warning. Fair warning. I tried. I tried. I can't caffeinate beyond a certain time of day or I won't sleep. It's a school night. So, I'm gonna try. We're gonna beat this game. And it's so within our grasp. Like, I'm not stressed about it. It's so within our grasp. That I'm kind of not worried about it, so I'm trying. What am I doing with my life? Make some limbus. Got some ale. I've got my spear. I've got my cocktail. I think I have some limbus actually in here. That might be enough. Oh, just 2. And some more pasties. And some chiz. You can carry the cheese? Wait. It's only a reasonable ration? Really? But you have to make it... Oh. You have to make it on the stove. I thought it was like a bigger deal than that. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay. I've got a full belly. I've got full armor. Oh, speaking of, let's get ourselves a smithy. No? How do I not have iron ingots here? What do you mean? I did just build a couple of wall displays. That might have wiped me out. Come on now. They're not terrible, but they're not great. I can see where the game devs got a lot of inspo from. I still haven't watched any of those movies. That's funny, Aura. I see what you mean about the map. Yeah. I don't know the details because I was working / driving at the time, so I didn't watch. It's a video you have to look at to really see what he's talking about. So I did not get it in a lot of detail what exactly the differences are, but I did see like how it's I forget the term he used, but it's like angled at a certain way so that you can kind of see more detail about where you're at in the immediate area and stuff like that, which I think is beneficial. But you guys know how I feel about the map. Like, Moria's not that... Okay, so Sandbox. Here, let me start with this. Sandbox is chaos because it's like 7 levels high and 7 levels deep, or 4 high and 4 deep or something, and like nothing is marked on your map. You can't, I guess, I don't know. So like Sandbox, the map might actually be a massive hindrance to gameplay. I feel like in campaign, once you understand the levels, fathoms versus yards, things like that, it's not too bad. I don't think it's great by any means, but like I've learned to cope with it enough that I don't hurt for a map update. But I know that's in the beginning of the game, I was on the same page with everybody else. I was like, oh my gosh, where am I? What level am I on? Where am I supposed to go? Why isn't this tunnel represented on the map? Why isn't this room represented on the map? Like, why isn't the staircase represented on the map? Like, it's, you know, so I get it. I absolutely get it, understand it. This is one of those things that, like, I respect that people really want this. And I think it will make Sandbox immensely better for people who play Sandbox. So it's more like a personal thing, but yeah, so me personally, like, the map is like the least of my worries. I hardly ever interact with the map. It's really not a problem. But I take for granted, I think that I'm so used to it. I'm just so used to it by now. Let's look at our objectives real quick. Reseal the wards, find the dragon sword, and kill the dragon. Those are our big objectives for the moment. Marcus is cooking. It smells really good. Yeah. So this for the moment. Why don't I take notes? Okay, so when I was running around by myself, I was moving all of my resources from the desolation to this base. I think I went and I mined a bit of stuff as well. I think I went and got some granite, maybe some other things. I feel like there was something I came across when I was playing by myself that I really felt like we needed to do, or I needed to show you, but I mean, I can't think of it. Oh, I remember now. Wait, I remember now. Hello, Dawn. Isometric. I have to avoid coffee for the time being too. I am sad, but I haven't really been drinking it either this week. Oh, I'm sorry. Have the orcs been stealing your low-level metals? No, it's my bare bones campaign playthrough because I'm live streaming it. Copper is not a thing that's come up that much. It's gonna show depth. Yeah, you'll finally be able to see which level things are on with the new map. That's good. You might interact with it more with the update. You never know. Oh, I definitely will. I mean, I'll adjust to the new system, but I guess that's just my default, is to just figure it out and make the best of it. Okay. 40. Okay, we're gonna explore a little bit. I've got some stuff cooking. We're gonna explore a little bit. In the Red Horn Lode. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it a fair shake because the only thing that we have found in the Red Horn Lode is the Orc Stronghold and the Mithril Forge. And I think it might be worth walking around. And I have 2 weapons now, but I'm probably gonna use my spear as my primary weapon. And here's that mithril, that residual mithril I was telling you guys about that I never pointed out to you. Right to the left of the Mithril Forge. This is the first and only mithril that the game volunteers for you. There's like a tiny little residual bit over there. Definitely not enough. Oh, Spear for Bats is amazing.
Eyes up!
By the way.
Monsters in the air!
By the way. So your first instinct is like, ooh, that's where mithril is. Let me go over there. Nope. Nope. I told you last stream, the game's not gonna tell you, and I'm a little peeved about it still. The game will not tell you or hint that you need to use the Darkest Deep. Now, if anybody wants to prove me wrong, I'm more than happy to submit that I was wrong about that. If there's some kind of like notification or some detail I'm missing in something in the menu that makes it a little obvious or implied that you need to go into a Darkest Deep to find mithril, like, please tell me I'm wrong. But like, it was so frustrating because the game didn't tell you anything. The spear is so good. It's so good and it's nice and shiny. Run, 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 run. Ooh, it's the room I hate. Okay, I'm trying to remember where I need to go. So we've been through this room a couple of times. All of the places of import were on the lower level, and I feel like we found... our deeps down here. A collection of Darkest Deeps. Let's go down. I can't remember if the game mentioned anything about the mithril. My impression for every campaign that I've played, but after the first one, since I knew, I wasn't paying attention. When I first played through, I had absolutely no idea how to get mithril. It just was a secret. It was a big secret. The game didn't tell me nothing. Oh, look at all this iron. I should probably mine that. It's not copper, but it's close. It's close. I likely would have mentioned in some of the lore snippets. Possibly. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, did I miss it in like an appendices, you know, installment or something? But you just get, you get the instructions to make the mithril spear. You get the recipe. And then you're on your own to figure out where and what is mithril and where to find it. I'll see if I can pay attention for my next campaign expansion. Yeah. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll admit it. I always admit when I'm wrong. I might be stubborn, but I always admit when I'm wrong. Ooh, granite! Is there copper in this granite? There's granite down here. So yeah, right now we're exploring the Red Horn for reasons. This leads to a Darkest Deep. I don't think I want to go down here. Let me double check that I don't want to go down here. We just missed a couple of things. Nothing like crazy important, but we never properly explored. I busted through walls until we found the Orc Stronghold, and then we immediately went back and took out the, well, relit the forge. We didn't take it out, we relit it. So that's what I did. And we didn't spend any time looking around. We didn't check out anything. And I mean, we grabbed some star metal and we grabbed some sunstone. But other than that, we really haven't looked at this area much. And there's a couple of things to engage with. So I'm gonna try to find my way back. I just follow you blindly, so I have no recollection. Yeah. Spelunking leader. Yeah, I was able to tell you guys at least. Okay, here's the river. So we like came here and I'm like, that's cute. And then promptly left because I didn't think I needed anything here. And I think that's is still true. But let's take a look around just in case. Okay, let's go back. So you can actually, I don't have any natural fiber, of course, and I might have a little bit of wood, and I can always collect wood. But you can kind of scramble your way across the waterfall side. Oh, some sunstone. That's fancy. So the side where the waterfall is, you can kind of get around if you believe in yourself. And then... Oh, no! I don't have a pickaxe, do I? Of course not. Of course not! I just put Durin's axe away so I could carry the spear, and I did not get myself a pickaxe. Great. Great, 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 great. Great, great. Why am I holding my Bruce skin? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, my brain is not with it tonight, and it's very unfortunate because it is the culmination of our playthrough, and I wish I was more succinct and coherent than I am right now, but we'll get through it. We will get through it. I really do think I have to go back for a pickaxe, though, because I think I need to break through some walls to do the things. Okay, so there is a map stone on this level. It is at the deeps that we went and mined our mithril. I left it there. I collected a couple of map stones, but I was like, you know what? I might need to come back to this deep for some reason, so I'm going to leave this one here, and I'm glad I did. Because it should be just over yonder. Yeah, go straight up. Well, not straight up. I don't have any natural fiber. Yeah, I could grab that too. That's good. That's a good suggestion. Oh, looks like I built a lamp down here. Oh, we did that together, didn't we? Is it through here? Hold on, get distracted. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I really need to put a microphone mute button on my Steam Deck, or Stream Deck rather. Because I was just panicking, like, how do I mute my microphone? And like, I gotta grab my mouse and do it. My game's gonna explode. I should have a thing on the Stream Deck so I can just push a button. That's what I should do. That's what the professionals do. Thank you. You always gotta have natural fiber. It's definitely the beneficial thing to do. Snack rats. Okay, so there's my map stone. So we'll go back to base real quick. Wait, where is this? This is Mithril Deep. I even labeled it. And for some reason, I didn't come here the first time. I guess when you're playing with us, you don't have to. Yeah, right. Yeah. You guys are my natural fiber. Gosh, I'm out of food in my belly already. I thought these things were supposed to last longer. Did I not ever eat Nana's casserole? I thought I ate it. Alright, pickaxe is gonna be with my armor. It might actually be on. First age. Nope. Which one do I want? Let's pick right. Ironwood? Tier 6? Or was there one after that? I think that was it. No, Ironwood was before. Wait. Wait. Crafting menu. Well, not the Quarry Master, obviously. Nogrod Forge, was that the last one? So Durin's Forge, was there one? Oh. Okay. I don't know which is the... Hold on. This is so bad. Okay, tier 3. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah. We got, the ironwood, I think is what we want. Goodness. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. Put the sword back. Oh, quit. Quit! Great sword. There we go. Ironwood is the pick you need if you aren't using a masterwork. Yes, that is correct. It just took me forever to confirm that. Goodness. Okay, eating food. The smithy is in my pockets, of course. I wanted to grab natural fiber. I wanted to grab a pickaxe. Was there anything else? I have a smithy and a campfire on me. I'm gonna grab some wood scraps just in case. Oh, and I need metal fragments to use said smithy. And I might have enough wood to just grab a stack of wood, because why not? We aren't really collecting anything. I'm not worried about having empty pockets at the moment. Okay. Alright, let's go back to Mithril Deep. Yes, please. So what do you think you guys are the most excited about when it comes to the update? I am most excited about new items, build items and decorative items and anything and everything we can get from traders. I'm really loving the idea of the trading camp and needing to, because I like that kind of side questing where like you have to fulfill obligations and then you unlock things or you gain rewards from it. Goodness, you guys. So I think I'm very excited about that. NPCs, I was never like, I need more people. So that's great, but it's not a priority for me. Sorry, I'm trying to have a conversation and find things at the same time. It's not going well. New items are always good, not only if we could get a broom. I know, it is a tough question. It is a tough question. I think for me, it's items. Items, building options. Okay, great. Here are the stairs. This is what I was looking for. We never really explored this area. We never explored the stairs. We just kind of like had our priorities and we went for it. So I just want to take a look at the area. We got some star metal up there. Oh, what's back here? Why am I out of stamina already with my full belly? Just regular stamina is not enough. It's not enough. Alright, a bunch of star metal back here. So it looks like this is leading to a deep. Did we come through here before? I like the idea of the new areas. It's gonna be cool to get outside. I think, yeah, I'm definitely most excited about new items, but the getting outside thing is pretty cool. Being able to see new things and go new places. Some of the new areas that they've designated for us. And expeditions. Items and expeditions, that's my 1 and 2. 1 is items, expeditions is 2, because like I've already said to my friends, the expedition dynamic means I can continue to stream this game in a directed way. Because since I don't want to spend all my time building on live streams, we're going to transition probably to Animal Crossing, and then at some point we're going to bust out the Horizon Forbidden West, so we'll navigate those changes as they come. Oh, there's some more mithril down on this one too. But yeah, RTM, I'm not just going to hang out in RTM and not have objectives and directives and things we're trying to do a campaign to follow. Oh, there is a fell beast in here. I must have walked right past him. You guys want to test out the spear?
The dragon's beasts!
On this fella that you can't see.
Perfect!
Ooh, you know what I need to check? I need to check the rune table. Oh my gosh. Him day it. Him day it. That was quick. I like the spear. I like the spear. So yeah, I'll be able to stream expeditions. Because those are going to be like little mini campaigns, and I'm really excited about that. So it gives me more material to interact with on the channel with RTM. Because yeah, I mean, I might do special things like speed runs, or if like some, you know, cool thing comes along, Axebeard comes up with some kind of challenge that I actually want to do that's not bare knuckle brawler. Like there's things that you can do, objectives that you can have, you can kind of create your own experience. So if something comes along that kind of makes sense, I'll still engage with it or whatever. But yeah, expeditions means that we will be able to interact with the game in a directed way, and I will feel more comfortable streaming it. So that's exciting too. Yeah, NPCs are cool. I was not fiending for them like everybody else. I do like the idea, and I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do. I like the idea of a delving and how we would basically build like a base camp and potentially like a barracks where all of our NPCs that we enlist for our company kind of stay there. So I like the idea of like a little community and kind of building a space for them, but I was going through my Dorodelf City rebuilds to kind of inspect it and see what's ready for, you know, the next stream and whatnot. And I was like, I built these little houses in here. Like, I've got all these little houses. I could just make houses for all my NPCs. Like, they don't all have to sleep in a hostel. Like, I could go nuts and I could, like, make them proper, like, little apartments and stuff like that. But I'm not 100% sure about the delving dynamic, and I don't want to go this way yet. How close they have to be or how spread out you can be. Like, could I build a little village for them, or does the delving stone cast that much, you know, space? Can you actually use that much space? So it'll be interesting to see what I'm capable of doing, but I've been thinking about that because I've definitely been tempted to like build a little spot for them, but I also don't know where I want my first delving to be. I have no idea where I should put it. Like, my instinct is the Dorodelf because that just feels so central. But is that where I want to put them? Because I'm also thinking I might do a delving at the crossroads. If you guys remember, there was this huge structure we really couldn't see very well. That we found a ranger camp, and then we found the well, that sign of the fellowship at the Pippin's Well, as Axebeard calls it. We found some stuff in there. That's a really cool open space, and it is a bit central. It is at the crossroads, which is a really useful area between a lot of other areas. It's a middle ground. So that might be a smart place to put a delving as well. Alright guys, so we have not come to this room yet. You guys have not seen this. This is a room type that we are familiar with, though. We've come across them in other areas. I think the Mines of Moria might have been the first time. But in this room, you end up having these big stone columns of ore deposits. So there's one there, there's one here. There's going to be this scaffolding where you can reach an upper level. There's some stuff going on. There it is, over here. So this is technically like a ledge that you can get up there and handle and have fun with. So there's some gold in here, there's some iron in here. So nothing crazy, we don't need any of this right now, but this is a kind of prototypical area for the game that we just didn't engage with here in the Redhorn Lode. So here's this, which is cool. Which is cool. Here's this room. This is down here too. So when you are playing your campaign and you actually prioritize your material collecting and your your mining and all of that good stuff, you will know to look for a space like that in the Redhorn as well. Being able to see the sky. Let's do... Oh, that's good. Let's do it. Which one? I'm so sorry. I was just rambling. The NPCs will also be outside too, won't they? I seem to recall traveling merchants. Yeah, there's a trading camp, which is what I was talking about before. I'm excited about the trading camp because I like that quest element of like, collect these things for me and bring it to me. It's very Opidum, right? And Opidum wasn't like a rollicking good time, but personally when I played it by myself, I did enjoy kind of the fetch and carry of it, where it's like, oh, there's a bunch of NPCs and they want you to get this thing for them and do this stuff, and then you can unlock this thing that you need and stuff. So I kind of, it's a way that I can get really invested in gameplay, is trying to basically unlock things by completing orders and stuff like that. So yeah, the trading camp is definitely going to be cool. And that's what I kind of associate with the new items most. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get new stuff from the traders and I've got to like earn it. So yeah, super exciting. So yes, NPCs will be outside. I didn't mind open them, but it didn't grab me as much as RTM. Oh yeah, same. Same. And like RTM is a thing that you can continue with. I literally haven't played Opidum since my first playthrough, which I was addicted to it because you had to kind of work really hard to make any progress. Progress is very slow. So I was able to like invest in that game for a longer period of time. But I went and started another playthrough like of my own, and I was like, this is boring. I don't so it might be a one-hit wonder. Okay, is this what I think it is? Yes, it is. Okay. This I knew to be a troll cave when I came through this archway because of, again, this white marbly looking stone here is almost always associated with troll caves. We did not get the troll in this area, you guys. So here we are. Let's see if we've got a troll down here. I haven't seen him yet. But this is a troll cave for the Redhorn Lode. We've got a lot of shadow down here. There's some shadow orcs over there. But I don't see a troll. I wonder where he is. Is he over here? Is this a double troll cave? Oh, no. This is that other room that has ore deposits. Another kind of repetitive type of room. So, yeah, there's an entrance over here. So this isn't going to be... I mean, it'll be ore for you if you are cleaning out your world, for sure. But I think there might be an orc outpost over here, something like that. Hi. Hi. Meet my mithril spear. My Shazaknaman. Oh, I'm taking shadow damage. So yeah, there might be a statue in here. There might be an outpost in here. Looks like on this seed, it's just ore. It's a good resource for ore. There's more. There's so much star metal, and I'm kind of really sad we can't do more with it. And that's going to be another really great addition that the update is going to give us, is a use for a lot of materials that really only needed to be used for one small project and then no longer have value. So for this seed, you know, say I have all the star metal, I am sure there's going to be traders, there's going to be merchants that I can sell or trade my star metal to give it, you know, a life, more reason to have it. Because we're all just sitting, for anyone who's finished the game and building, restoring their Dorodelf and all of that. Like, we have so much stuff that we just don't use that much.
Knock this one dead!
Is there not a troll? Is there not a troll in this troll cave? I have questions. Is this where I came from? Yes, that is. Is there any other entrance or exit off of here other than this main door that leads us to more ore? Doesn't look like it. I struggled with Opidum. Yeah, it takes a while to, well, it depends on who you are and if you liked it or not. But it definitely took a while for me to get the hang of it, but I was very comfortable, and something that I actually liked about that game was that it didn't make things easy for you. Like, you had to go, and I complain about it in Moria, so this is me being inconsistent again. But like, mud. I needed mud desperately for some crafting thing, for some crafting station I wanted to build, and like, the game did not tell you what it was or where to find it or anything like that, so like, I had to explore, and I think that's the cool thing about it too, is it was so... The map was so small, in my opinion, after playing games like Moria and then other open world games. It's like, this isn't that much space to cover to like look for and discover the things that you're looking for. So the game kind of forced you to look around and figure it out, and since it was kind of small and contained, I actually was comfortable with that because I felt like I could figure it out. I felt like I could do that on my own. Moria's more like I'm intimidated by trying to get through all these tunnels and find all the little goods, and so that's why I complain when the game doesn't tell you what needs to happen. And to be fair, the stakes are much lower in Opidum too, so I'm not like trying to beat bosses and, you know, build ancient weapons and do all of this stuff. I'm not trying to complete a storyline as much as I'm really just side questing most of the time. So that's why it gets frustrating when Moria doesn't tell you what to do, because it's like, I literally have very important things that I'm supposed to be doing to beat this game, and the game's not helping me figure out how to do that. But yeah, I enjoyed Opidum once. And maybe if I was more bored or if I had more free time on my hands, I'd have another go at it, but no, we're good. You know what I do want to check out though, and it's on my wish list, on Steam or Epic or both, is Voyagers of Nira. I think I've talked to Kirsten Ari about wow, guys. About that game before. And it's similar to Opidum, but it's like bigger scale. And there's like swimming and fishing and like all of the little resource gathering, collecting elements to that game. And it looks kind of cool. And I think there's combat in it too, actually.
Filthy dwarf.
But it's in early access right now, I think. So I could buy it, but like I don't want to buy it until it's finished, I don't think. And I tried to play the demo a really long time ago, but it was not controller friendly, and I absolutely cannot play PC games with a keyboard. I've tried multiple times to navigate a keyboard. It's not my gift. It's not my gift. I heard my name. What kind of challenge do you want? That's a good question. That's a good question. I feel like a challenge for me would be goal-oriented. So there would have to be objectives. But maybe the challenge comes in the limitations of how you can achieve those objectives. Which I guess is kind of like bare knuckle brawler, but I don't want to go around punching everything. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But if I figured it out, I would just make it myself. I would love to see more uses for the medals that didn't get much use in the base. Yeah. I just struggle with navigation. Yes. It took a while for me to get used to it, but that island of Opidum became like the back of my hand. I figured out where everything was. And it was really sad though, because there was a bridge that you needed to build that you couldn't build till endgame. And it made all of the difference in the world to be able to build that bridge. So you had to struggle and walk around the long way like forever before you could build that bridge, you could unlock it. Alright, you guys. I think I've had my fun. We explored, I remember us coming across this staircase, and I just wanted to explore the Red Horn. I wanted to give it the attention it was due instead of just skipping through it. And there's no troll in that troll cave, which is very confusing to me, but there were some orcs down there. And we found the river, and we kind of walked around the river to see what was going on, although that's when I realized I didn't have a pickaxe on me. So we could futz around, we could go back to the river, but I really wanted to kill at least maybe an hour, just kind of looking around, giving the Red Horn some attention, the Red Horn lode, and seeing that it also has all of the features that the other areas do. So, for those playing campaign at a more leisurely pace and collecting things and taking their time, just letting you know there's a whole lot more to the Red Horn than what I initially showed you, because I was just plowing through to kind of get to the next thing, so. Yes. Voyages of Nira, yeah, I've been keen to see that one. I'm just saying I'm happy to work out the details and do the testing for a good challenge idea. Okay, I mean, I won't think about it. I want to say that I will, but I'm busy figuring out my own stuff right now. But if I get a chance, I will think about it. I will think about it. I mean, there's a little something you and I talked about in Discord that I'm like, that could be fun if I get over myself a little bit. But yeah. Okay, how do I get back up? Where did my platforms go? And then I've been wanting to show you guys, I feel like they went away. That's an exit. There were these pockets in this room, and it really threw me for a loop, because the other thing the game doesn't tell you, and you kind of just have to notice it, is actually where to find the dragon. Or where to go from the red horn to get to the dragon. I could have missed something, as always, missed something really obvious, but just like where to find Mithril, I feel like the game did not give me anything about like, hey, here's a general area where you might find the dragon or whatnot. So I'm trying to find this example of this kind of window. So when I first played my first campaign and my first seed, there were openings, basically like, there's a wall here now, but like there's these openings that you think is like a doorway or something. And it was actually just open air, and it was like this hazy pink smog, just an atmosphere. And if you walked, so it was just open, like this would be like a platform and you could walk off of it. But if you walked off, the same thing would happen to you that happens when you step in water. You disappear, the screen goes dark, and then you regenerate on the edge. So when I first saw an opening that was just kind of this hazy fog behind it, I was like, oh my gosh, is the dragon like inside of the mountain? And is she like flying around inside of this thing? Like I was so convinced that that's where she was. But every time I tried, like I never saw anything in the haze. It was just like a screen. I'm kind of sad that I don't have any of those in the seed to show you guys. But I was convinced for the longest time like that had to be where the dragon was. And I spent a lot of time there. Not even close. Not even close. Okay, so I'm trying to get my way back out of here so we can move on with our lives and objectives. Looked around the red horn a little bit. Yeah, definitely no signs, no indication of a ranger camp, no indication of Muznakan chest. We haven't seen any carvings, we haven't seen any ranger journal pages or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure those aren't even options for the red horn load. Alright, where's my other platform? Oh hey, I brought natural fiber with me! Because you guys reminded me. So why don't I just do that? Oh gosh, don't fall off. No? Can we get on the ladder, please? Oh, Ara, you missed it. I fell to my death in a Darkest Deep in last stream. It was very reminiscent of earlier days. Just plummeting to my death in the Darkest Deep. Nope, 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 nope. Get up here. Yeah, it was very sad. It was that scramble to get out, you know? And then, nope. You're just gonna fall. It's gonna be fine. Fall damage is the worst. It was very sad. And then, of course, I had to go back down to get my urn. Okie dokie. And then I have... Personally, I have run around. There's a few other tunnel entrances, a few other passages in the Red Horn Lode. They tend to be dead ends. Like this one is a dead end here. Looks like there was some stone here. Did I mine this? Huh. Must have been some star metal at some point or something. But there are tunnels back here in the Red Horn, and they interconnect, and they are essentially dead ends, though. I've never found anything really interesting down those tunnels. They're very self-contained. There's really nothing going on with them. They're just part of the landscape. Little baby steps. Alright, I'm gonna run back to base really quick. I'm gonna try to use my brain. You guys feel free to help me. This is a bad brain night. And I just want to grab whatever it is that I need. And there's also an upper level, by the way. There's an upper level up here. It's a pain in the butt to get to. And I think it also ends up, like, it doesn't really lead anywhere. But there's just more space. There's more things. And there's definitely going to be more ore. And things like that, if nothing else. So if you are looking for that, definitely check out more areas. Okay. I need to eat. I need to repair my armor. He's tired. Did I get my iron ingots going? Yeah, here's some here. And there's none here. Can I build 2 smithies? I just need to be able to build 2 smithies. That's all I'm asking for. It's not that much. To replace the one here in the base, and then to have one to carry with me. Okay. food on the stove. The Yuletide feast, why not? Is there anything else I need to make? I was making some lembas. That's all I can make of that, because Elbereth's blessing is not a thing right now. We still just have the one statue in the Elven Quarter, and that's a question that I have for anybody who remembers. Under siege? I'd like to see you try. Let's go see if they got through my barricades.
You'll not kill this dwarf!
Probably not, but maybe. Let's go see. Let's go see. Are they on the stair? Oh, they're over here. See? So rude. They're not even where I blocked them from. And I now know that they can break through my walls. Which makes me super sad. Can I craft through the wall? A little bit. Wait. No, because they are there. I can't craft on top of the orcs themselves. What a bummer. Hey, Axe. If I build a wall inside of another wall, does it fortify it at all? Or is that wishful thinking? You know what I mean? Like if I just double up on walls. I know you guys want me to fight him. I know you do. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Block the doorway. My main door? Why? That's why I have barricades on the bottom, so none of them can get close enough to bother the door. The main door? This one? Nah, man, it's good. It's good. Wishful thinking, I suggest layering walls. Okay. Oh, you guys are trying to come over on this side. Curse is gonna be like, I told you. To the pathway they came from? Yeah, no, you're right. I think I just neglected to do it. Yeah, the other doorway I've like fortified to no end. That one? No. That one, no. Oh, blah to you. Fix my walls. You guys keep breaking my stuff. Keep breaking my stuff. Are we good? Any green arrows? Did I get it all? No, here we go. Oh. I've got stuff in the way, so it's a little difficult. Okay, all good. All good. Yeah, the pathway. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I need to block that doorway, like I did the other one. Alright. I'm keeping my ingots in a chest instead of on pallets because I have so few. And this is my special wood, also in a chest. And also any ore that I just have a tiny little bit of. I'm just choosing to do it this way. And then obviously stone and all of that good stuff. So I just want to take inventory real quick. Let me do a dump chest so this doesn't take the rest of our lives. I want to empty my pockets of anything I don't need, grab anything that I do, and we're gonna beat this game. How about that? How about that? I don't need bat poo. I don't need blaze shrooms or honey or a build lore tome. I don't really need a flame sword, but I might hang on to it. Natural fiber I do need, but I've got 95 already. I don't need these, or these, or this, or this. Iron ore? Where did I get 20 iron ore from? I've seen recent evidence that siege enemies target things while the following priority. 1, you, 2, doors, 3, your hearth. You could try decoy doors. Oh, fancy. So fancy. Why do I have... Well, adamant makes sense. Why do I have iron? And why aren't my metal fragments joining up? I don't need fine leather. I don't need this. I don't need this. Metal fragments, yes. The means to build hearths and smithies, yes. Oh, speaking of which, I need to go grab those iron ingots I just put in a chest. I need those. But I need those. Please and thank you. Now I'm nervous. Hold on. A smithy just takes 5 iron ingots, period. Nothing else. Okay. The hearth takes wood, stone, and coal. Wood, stone, and coal. I'm gonna grab a little bit more coal. Just in case something crazy happens. This is not where coal is. I remodeled and I already forgot how it works. Coal's over here. I'm just gonna grab a little bit extra. Okay. I've got my abax. I've got my brew. I already rested. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. I wanted to check for something on the rune table. I don't see it. So, I don't know how... to unlock it. And I'm not going to be mysterious about this one. It's a bit of a spoiler, but we're really at the end game, so I think spoiling things outside of the actual boss fight is probably fine. I believe there was a rune that was specific to flying beasts and or dragons. Am I making that up? Am I making that up? Obviously, I can't put anything on the Shazaknamon because it's not even showing up in my inventory to do so. Is it just the creature rune? The one that, like, the general one? Is that what I'm thinking of? That has a little, like, wolf foot on it? I feel like there was a dragon-specific rune for some reason. Okay, I grabbed my Lembus. Grab my food. I've got pasties. Where is my Lembus, by the way? Here it is. Let's put that closer to me. And I'll go ahead and put my Swift Abac down here. Okay, I've got my hammer. I've got an extra weapon, just in case. I've got some meat in my pockets. Which I don't need. A repair smithy, all of that good stuff. I know for a fact I'm not going to need map stones where I'm going. That's it, right, guys? The spear. My abax. Repair food. I mean, I could afford to take more rations for sure. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. I'll take my cheese. I'll bring the cheese with me too. Alright. I don't think there's anything else. What does the spear say? If there is a rune, it should be on it. Let's see. Forged of mithril from a secret design revealed by the king under the mountain, this dragon's bane weapon is truly a masterwork, able to pierce a dragon's hide. Bonus against dragons, glows when they are near. So maybe I'm just confusing the weapon itself. Yeah, no, but the icon that's on the spear, the square image, that's the rune. It's got a dragon head on it. So it's already applied, so great. But when do I unlock that? Huh. So I couldn't put it on anything else if I wanted to yet. Okay. I mean, my questions will be answered shortly, so no stress. No stress. All right, I'm gonna make something fast to top me off. And then we're gonna find a dragon, because that's what we need to do. That's on our to-do list. Find the dragon's hoard and kill the dragon. And that's what we're gonna do after I eat some food and drink some ale. And drink some ale.
Old Elga in the evening leaned up against the keg. A fella tried to trip her, so she stabbed him in the leg. One hand around a tankard, the other up to wail. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
Ha ha ha! Yes!
This Olga lady. Gosh. And the timing. Alright. Food. beer. Where do I want to go? The Red Horn Lode for sure. We'll just go to the Mithril Forge, shall we? Nice and central. You guys haven't said anything about the new graphics. The new overlay and the thumbnails. So my thumbnails started this whole thing. I was talking to Marcus, my husband, who happens to be a graphic designer by trade. He's much more than that, but the most basic, boiled down version of what he does is, or at least what his degree is in graphic design. So I was asking him some questions about my thumbnails, about branding and consistency, and trying to, you know, here's the images that I'm working with, and like here's what I'm trying to accomplish, yada yada yada. And so I was asking him his advice about thumbnails specifically, and because I have a complex / a hair trigger when it comes to updating my graphics, it's like my favorite thing to do is make graphics in Canva. So I rebrand my channel and make new graphics like on a whim, kind of like how I watch all of the Harry Potter movies on a whim. But I was talking to him about my thumbnails specifically, and it just turned into this whole, and it was great, and he has amazing insight on stuff. I mean, it's what he does professionally, in some degree. So it was great advice, it was great insight, and I definitely took a lot of it to heart. And then there's like specific ways that you want to present information on your YouTube channel. You have to make things very clear, very concise. People are gonna look at it for like 15 seconds. And so you have a very limited amount of time to like communicate what you're doing, like who you are, what you're doing, and why they should be interested, and things like that. So I really wanted to touch up my thumbnails specifically, and then it just escalated into channel graphics and stuff. So I was taking a step away. The background image that I've been using is kind of like this space, this outer space landscape or whatever. It's a very cool image. Obviously loved it when I was putting all of that together, but I was getting a little bit tired of it. And then when I was trying to formulate how my thumbnails were gonna look, that background graphic was just very busy. So I wanted to simplify and clean up my imagery a little bit, at least my background, so that all of the visual interest was in the elements that I was adding to it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I ended up just recalibrating all of the channel graphics. So we're back to a gradient. I know you guys remember the good old days of Valencia Gaming and her gradients. But yeah, we're back to that, having a good old time. And I like it a lot because it's a lot cleaner. And the thumbnails have all been replaced for this playthrough. I reformatted them, made new ones, and have replaced them all. So episodes 1 through 20 now match as they should, as videos in a series should. So yeah, I've been working on that for the last couple of days. And I like it. I like how clean it is, and I love a good gradient, all that good stuff. Do you guys hate it? Do you miss the old graphic? Was it more fun? I did notice they were more simplified. It is one of his many talents. He's a very talented guy, yeah. Okay. So, you guys may have noticed we are headed back to the Shadow Orc domain, and that is because secrets of secrets, although I can see it on the map right now, hashtag no spoilers, to find the dragon, you actually have to go through the Shadow Orc strongholds. Something that I definitely would never have found on my own. I don't know if I noticed it. I don't remember exactly how this all played out in my playthrough. Since I don't have like a trauma memory about how frustrating it was, I must have figured it out pretty easily. But here's that Well of Shadows, you guys. Here's the Orc stronghold. We came here to defeat the chieftain before we relit the Mithril Forge. And Axe, by the way, your hypothesis is absolutely confirmed by science that if you take out the Orc chieftain, you will not get a horde at the forge of that location. So we took out the chieftain, and it all worked out in the end. And so we've been here before, and that's why it's all emptied out. But yeah, this is the Well of Shadows. This is the Durin's monument that would like us to rebuild, and requires the adamant hammer, as Ara pointed out to me last stream. Can't do anything for Durin right now. We have to come back when we have an adamant hammer. But yeah, guys, so you want to come back here, and you're gonna just take a good look around. Now, we do have something marked on the map, which is clear right here. Do you see this little purple cap? This little tab? The indication on your map that there is a new area to explore. I'm interested to see. I do need to watch that video again to reiterate that I didn't watch the video by John Paul because I haven't had time to actually look at the screen that he was showing us. So I don't actually know much about the new map. I haven't looked at it for myself. So I don't know if tabs are still going to be the indicators for new areas or whatnot. But as we are right now, the only thing I think that mentions that the dragon is associated with this area might be the fact that there's a little unexplored tab here, which is kind of how you navigate the rest of the mountain to begin with, is when you come to a new area, you explore through every tab that's on your map, little doorways that are hanging off of the sides of your areas, your little rooms, and you basically go through everything until it looks like this blue space where there are no tabs left on the outer walls on the perimeter. So then you know you've hit every particular area. But yeah, so we do have a little tab here, and this is again within the Shadow Orc stronghold. So this is the secret to finding the dragon. There is a room off of the back of the stronghold, and here it is. Title? No title? Is the title through the door? Okay, anyways. There is a room on the back of the Orc stronghold. So once again, just for visuals here. So there's the Well of Shadows.
We got orcs!
There's a fun orc right there. And then there's this doorway. So if you don't notice this, which I mean, it's kind of massive, so maybe I did notice it on my own when I was running around fighting orcs in this area. A little bit hard to miss, but if you don't know what you're looking for, you're not going to think to come to the Orc Stronghold anyways. But there's a map stone in here. As you can see, there's a default one here in the game. So much like the top of the Crystal Descent, you want to activate this bad boy. Make sure you do that. Otherwise, you won't be able to use it. Now we have a map stone that is much closer to our objective than our base camp or even the Mithril Forge. That was a jump scare and a half.
Perfect!
Ugh. I just jumped out of my chair. I didn't make a noise though, but it scared me. It scared me. All right, so I totally thought you said, did you see that purple cat? A simplified border means there's less distraction from it. We can focus on the gameplay easier. I'm glad it cleans things up for you a little bit. Yeah, for me it was the thumbnail focus, but I do like the cleaner frame as well. So I'm glad it's a benefit in some way. Alright, so as you can imagine, you want to come up the stairs and check out this ancient door. And really, it's you just open the door. Let me eat a pasty real quick. You guys ready? Let's do it. Whoa! Look what I found.
I have no gold, no gems. My hoard is all the dead of 4 ages of the world.
Shazone,
Do you not like my treasure?
The Bone Horde.
you desecrate dwarfkin. Defile the very stones of these mountains. I command you to leave.
No! Your bones will join your kin right here. Attack!
Attack. She's really large. I feel like she gets smaller. Oh gosh. Okay, so she's gonna shoot these balls of shadow at you. So you kind of want to make sure you have some cover. Now, she can destroy these pillars here, the stone pillar with the wood scaffolding. Oh gosh. Okay. But there is a big stone, a natural stone pillar here. Yeah. And I don't think she can destroy this stone pillar, so I usually camp out behind here. And this is phase 1 of the dragon fight. She's obviously got just a bunch of orcs at her command. So she's just using her underlings to attack me while she's firing her shadow bolts from the middle of the room. So she's gonna stay put. Don't get nervous, she's not gonna come around the corner. But you are gonna be in here for a while fighting a whole lot of dudes. Phase 1 of the dragon fight, everybody. Woo. Did you You've got this lovely spear though, and it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Oh, see? She broke that stone pillar, the built one. But this one, it's still here. So it's kind of cheating, but I like to stay behind this pillar and fight these guys back here.
That shiny spear. Is it meant for me?
Oh, hello, sir. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, hi. Hi. Spear in the face. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Oh! Oh, there he goes. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna throw everything she's got at you, so be prepared. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, no thanks. No thanks. No thanks. So keep an eye on yourself. Make sure you stay behind this pillar so she can't hit you. And just let them all come to you. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted to. There you go.
Win. Not in my area.
Got to follow her.
Oh, there she goes. Hi, I thought you all left. Hi, I thought you all left. Oh, there's another one behind me. Oh gosh, hi.
Knock this one dead.
Okay, is that it for real though? For real though? Whew, okay, we survived phase 1. Good job, everyone. GG's. It's a dwagon for real. Okay, so she took off, obviously. She kind of flew herself up out of the middle there. And she said, "You can't beat me in my eyrie." She acknowledged the spear. She was like, "That's a shiny spear you've got there. Is that for me?" And Aldrich said, "Hey, we need to follow her." So, this is when you know that there is a phase 2 to fighting the dragon. This is when you discover. So, there's an icon on the screen, so this was not something I just spoiled for you. There's this ledge here. And another reason why I like to hide out behind that natural stone pillar is because it's right next to this door frame as well, so you don't have to go hunting for it. It's going to be really obvious. I think I'm going to use my pick for this, though. Gonna have to break your little scaffolding here that's blocking you. No stress. Real easy after 2 fell beasts. Alright, next door. Okay. So here's your next area. You're up here on a little ledge. Perfectly safe to drop down here. Don't stress. You'll be able to fall on these little stones. And then right around here, I'm going to go ahead and repair my armor. Because it is no longer with me. It is no longer with me. Oh, you're tired, Aldrich? That's too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and just be nice. So tired will affect, I think, what, my stamina or my energy or something. So I'm going to eat some lembas because, as we've talked about ages ago, lembas is a ration that will actually cure your tired status. I think it might be the only food that does it. Otherwise, you have to sleep, right? So, once again, lembas for the win. And you know what's funny? I, of course, knew that I was going to have to fight a big kind of horde of orcs and stuff. But I didn't want to take my abex. I didn't want to use them while she was talking. So I'm just talking you through my process, because she talks for a really long time before stuff engages. I should have used my abex when she said attack, because by the time she says that, I do have enemies to deal with, and then I don't have time to stop and use my abex. So I'm just learning that. Since I'm using abex more often for this playthrough, the timing of it is important. So don't take it right when you see her, because she's going to talk for a minute. You're just going to lose that buff time. But maybe when she says attack, because then you might have a few seconds before some guys pop up. So just watch your timing on it. So I didn't get to use my abex, and I mean, I made it, and I'm safe and I'm good. So that's all good and well. Axe is talking about ales real quick. Yeah, my stamina is pretty low, so I'll go ahead and drink my hop goblet. And we have to do it in stages. to up my stamina, because I need to do a little Iron Man situation here. I gotta be real physical for a second. Ale will take away tired buff too. Nice. All ale or specific ale? I just love that animation where he's like, there's nothing left. Alright. Spear in hand. I don't... I mean, I might as well. This is the final battle. I've got multiple Abics. I might as well. I might as well. Alright. Follow the dragon. Oh, there she is. There she is up there. And then she's got some dudes flying around in here. Super fun. So yeah, this is just a big circular room. It's a big cylinder with this pillar in the middle. And sorry to blind you. I was trying to see if I could see what was going on up there in the middle of the room. So this is another great place to use your natural fiber. Wow. I thought I was gonna dodge and dodge too soon. Wowzers. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. You're really good at your job. Phase 2 of the dragon fight. You can't fight them until you get on their level, and getting on their level is a challenge. Where are you shooting from? Oh, he's flying. That's cheating. That is cheating.
Perfect.
Oh. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Whoa, buddy. Did I know that they would attack you from the air? Did I know that? I thought they had to be on the ground. Oh well. Well, good thing I repaired my armor. I'm gonna eat a pasty real quick, because he's not the only one. He's not the only one. All ale, but I think you need to sing. Oh, repair's tired if you drink, like, in the base camp. Got it. One serving will take exhausted down to tired, another will remove tired. Oh, okay. Please? 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 Oh, I should have rotated it. Oh, that's fine. Oh, see? Told you.
Beasts.
Told you. Don't you dare. No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare shoot me off of this cliff again. Oh, why am I not targeting him? Oof. Man, you gotta love this spear. You really gotta love it. Alright. Cool. We're okay. We're alright. Deep breath, everybody. We're making it. We're chipping away. Okay, check it out. It's another map stone. Oh, you see little secrets over there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but first, first things first, map stone. So if you really needed to, you could fast travel back to your base camp. Like if you didn't bring the stuff with you, you could actually leave if you aren't equipped to move forward. And come back, which I think is very kind and generous of the game. Okay, so I've used everything. This is another situation where the Abics timing is gonna be a thing, but what I gotta do next, I'm not so worried about having Abics.
And now you will face my wrath.
Durin, Aule, grant me strength.
You think you've cornered me? I don't need to fly to kill you.
Use your inside voice. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright, so she is in a wonderfully fortified area of shadow. And I'm just gonna tell you right now. Oh dear God. Whoa, hi. Hi. Oh gosh. Get me back here, please. Oh gosh. You're real close to her. She's right on top of you. And she will destroy everything. But, physical attacks are not gonna do you any good at this point right now, so don't even bother. trying to run in there, take shadow poison. It's not going to get you anywhere. What you do need to do to beat her, as she keeps talking smack. And this is also a bit mysterious. If I hadn't looked this up, I probably wouldn't have known to do this, but take out these pillars, you guys. There's 4 pillars surrounding her. So glad I grabbed my pickaxe because you really need it for this. Now, here's where you wish you could have your Durin's axe. Oh gosh, no, no, no! But you can't carry 2 masterworks at a time, and you definitely want your dragon spear for this. I'm not gonna give up my bones. I'm gonna break these pillars. This is like such an anticlimactic way to handle this situation. Oh, don't be so close to me. Get your face off. Oh, she got me good.
You will lose, Chateau.
Get away from me. Get away from me, nasty. Okay, I'm gonna let her. She'll do some damage to these pillars herself if you want to play that game. But I think I might take shadow damage.
Get back, dragon!
Get back, dragon! Get off of me. Get off of me. Alright, last one, you guys. Last one.
Take your shadows and leave!
Oh gosh.
The light! It's blinded her!
Okay, alright. Whew! Phase 2 of phase 3, okay?
Where are you? Face me!
I will. Let me take my Avix real quick. So, we broke those pillars, as you guys saw. The roof caved in because we broke the pillars, the supports. And now light is coming through, and because she's been underground for so long.
I don't need to see you to kill you.
She's still talking a lot of smack for just looking around, but she's been underground for so long that this light, this natural light, has blinded her. So now is your time. She's got an HP bar, as you can see. Now is your time for physical attack. Use this beautiful spear that you have built just for her. And pro tip, just aim for the belly. Go absolutely for belly. I don't think you can actually damage any other areas of her body. You've got to get under here. And take her out from underneath. And she will definitely do damage to you. Like, she's dropping these, like, shadow bombs on me, which is a problem. But, like, if she catches me in her teeth, I'm gonna take damage, as you can imagine.
Kazan-Dashtin!
Okay, that was more dramatic than the Troll King. That was more dramatic than the Troll King, let's be fair. I said it wasn't. I thought he was the worst. She's kind of the worst. Why did she catch on fire? I have a question. Why was she on fire? At the end of that. Alright, GG's, you guys. We killed the dragon. She, if you remember, her introductory cutscene, she is the source of all of the shadow and the shadow runes that are specifically blocking all of the doors. They are blocking the doors of Durin and in the West Gate. They are blocking the entrance to the first hall, which leads to the Dimmerald Gate, which we need to repair the Bridge of Khazad-dûm to access that. So she is literally the one who has sealed up Moria. She wanted to take it for herself, keep it for herself, use it for herself. And that's what comes of that. So congratulations, everybody. There's a couple of cool items that she drops, so make sure that you come over here. I'm sure you will. Your instincts at this point are to pick up anything that has a little tag on it. But go ahead and just suck these items up, and then let's take a look really quickly. So she gave us a bunch of mithril ore, and I think I saw black diamonds. I guess a chunk of 30. I don't know if she gave us 50. I don't think I was carrying any black diamonds before this, but I did fight a few other things before I got here, so this might be a combination of black diamonds dropped by orcs as well as the dragon. But if you guys remember, this is exactly 50, and that's exactly how many we need to repair the bridge. Now, I have a ton at my Dwareldelf base, but this is just like a friendly indication. You'll probably get enough black diamonds from this boss fight alone. And then we have this really, really cool item. It's referred to as the Worn Down Ring. The caption is found in the belly of the dragon. It seemingly has no effects. And lots and lots of people, well, maybe not lots of people, but some people will not stop trying to turn this Worn Down Ring into something more important. They're like, it has to do something. It has to mean something. This is what I love about this item. The 7 dwarf lords who were given 7 rings of power by Sauron are all, I mean, the original fathers are all deceased at this point, and there's been generation upon generation upon generation of dwarfs since then. So basically, most of the dwarven rings are, quotes, lost. Just like the One Ring got lost, right? So it is lore accurate, and I love this little detail because they didn't have to put this in here, which does indicate, hey, maybe it's gonna be something later. It's fine. Anyways, the dragons that basically raided the dwarves after Sauron's defeat consumed, it is lore accurate that they consumed the rings because they came in here and they took all the treasure and took everything over, right? So it was just natural that they would come across the lost rings when they're in here gathering up all this treasure or whatever. So I just love that they have this ring in the game. I don't need it to be anything special. I don't need it to unlock doors. I don't need it to answer questions. I don't need it to give me the ability to fly or to disappear or whatever. I'm just grateful because it's another really, really cool lore piece that they didn't have to include, that they did. So I love this item in here. But yeah, so she just gave us a bunch of mithril, she gave us a bunch of black diamonds, and she gave us a very, very cool lore piece to keep for our own. So we're just gonna hang on to this. And that is that. Dragon is dead. And look who's back to say hello now that it is safe.
Arik, it is done. The dragon is dead.
We are safe. We are saved.
No curse will block our way out of Moria now.
Exit the east gate. King Thorin and Lord Gimli wait for you in the Dimril Dale.
Thank you, Arik, for all your help. I'll see you soon, friend. Outside.
Look at that. A recipe for an adamant hammer. Oh, hashtag spoilers. Rebuild the bridge, exit the Dimril Gate. Alright, you guys. Congrats, thank you. Now I need to finally get around to this. Axbeard says, Curse says, I'm curious for Axe's, She created the curse runes, but the Well of Shadows is the source of the shadow. Oh, okay. Gotcha. She kept saying my shadows all of the time, so I just let her take credit for it, I guess. Eating dwarves, good source of iron. There was once briefly a glitch that gave you free building when you equipped the ring. Oh, fancy. It's kind of anticlimactic in a way. You mean the ring or the boss fight overall? AKA, we're done here, Ark. Leave me alone. Are you going to watch the credits? Yeah, we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to finish the game tonight. The game as it is now. So, I need to go back to my base camp. Ooh, and recover ourselves. Let's put some food on the stove, because I'm converted, and I'm like, okay, let's eat better food, because apparently it's better for you. Repair ourselves a bit. Put this down. This is annoying. It's so cumbersome. Alright. Dump chest, which is almost full. I'm gonna put my sword in here. Actually, do I want my sword? I'll keep the spear for now. Oh, actually, I can't. Oh. Hashtag no spoilers, I can't keep the spear. Okay. I don't need the ring. I don't need mithril ore yet. That is going to be for something. The boss fight? Yeah. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's a little funny that it's, you gotta take out those pillars. That feels very weird to do in that scenario. It's like, really? I'm just gonna break stuff? This big ass dragon can like eat my face and I'm just gonna break some things. It's like, yeah. Interesting way to go about it. I'm not mad though. I am not mad because I'm a casual player, plays stuff on story mode and just enjoys herself. The most important thing to me in a game is that I can do it. I like a little bit of challenge, but if it's so difficult or complicated that like my brain can't handle it and you guys have all become intimately acquainted with the limits of my brain, like I'm grateful to have an accessible boss basically for myself. And of course you can play in story mode, you can play on harder difficulties, which I'm sure would make that whole thing a lot more difficult. I'm on solo mode, which is the normal mode for a single player, but I could have been on normal or hard or whatever if I really wanted to, so you could definitely mess around with it. But I like that by default she is beatable, because I've played some games where just it's out of your reach unless you're an extremely elite player. Okay, so the Crystal Forge has a little icon on it. Let's take a look. The Mithril Forge and the Crystal Forge. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? The hammer! So I need 4 ironwood, I need 2 fine leather, and I need 15 adamant. And you know what? I have all of that, so let's do it. Let's just do this thing. Adamant hammer. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, so let me go ahead and replace my hammer before I forget what I'm doing. There's some really cool people named in the credits. Anyone we know? If I want to be challenged, I go to work. Especially if you spend any time in the Discord. Wait, hold on. Food. Okay, and then I think this weapons rack is empty, so you can put your hammer. It is technically a weapons rack, but you can put your hammer on here as well. So we're gonna grab our Star Metal Hammer, which served no purpose other than to unlock some recipes for us, which I felt was important. I want those recipes. But there's our Adamant Hammer, ready to go. I am going to put this spear away and replace it with... there he is, the Duran's Axe Masterwork. Get up here. Can I swap? So you can't quick drop these, you have to like physically transfer it. And they'll swap. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Alright, so I want Duran's Axe now. For reasons that'll become more clear a little bit later. So that's why I decided to keep my sword. Because I wasn't gonna have the spear for a weapon. So I've got my pickaxe, I've got my sword, I've got Duran's Axe, so I don't need my pickaxe anymore. And then we need 50 black diamonds. I think 100 adamant? Let's take a look. Actually, can we? Rebuild the bridge. To get across the abyss and finally leave, I must rebuild the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm must be rebuilt to finally exit the Dirmal Gate and meet King Thorin and Gimli. However, guys, we still need to reseal the wards. I completely forgot about this, even though we were talking about the Well of Shadows. So what we really need to do is grab adamant, it sounds like. First and foremost. While I'm technically in the RTM Discord, I don't really interact. Well, I promise you'll recognize one name. I mean, will it be John Paul Dumont, the game director? Audio cutting out for anyone else? Oh no. Yeah, just the ones, though, are cut out. More dead air than talking for me. I don't have any alerts on my OBS saying that I'm that I'm struggling with my connection or anything. Maybe I'm just being too quiet. Can you imagine? I'm being too quiet. Okay, hold on. What am I trying to do? We need to reseal the wards. I need to grab adamant, which is over here. I think we have enough. I'm gonna grab like a bunch. I needed the adamant hammer, adamant. What else did Durin's monument need? It's not telling me in the menu. I'm gonna grab all of my black diamonds because that's just a safe bet. We have so, oh my gosh, we have so many. All of my black diamonds. Did I need regular diamonds? I'll take those just in case. Ironwood. No, I just made the hammer. That's what I needed ironwood for. You dropped for a moment, but you're good now. I restarted. Seems to be good. Just a internet fart, probably. Thunder striking. Yeah, feel free to refresh your browser and then make sure you click the live icon or indicator in your browser window for the stream just to make sure you are caught up to where I am in stream. There really is no secret. It's not gonna tell me what I need. It's not gonna offer me that. Okay, well, we're not gonna know until we try. So I grabbed every black diamond in my possession. I grabbed hundreds of adamant. I have an adamant hammer. I grabbed regular diamonds too. I can't imagine that I might need anything else. And so, if you guys remember, we unlocked a couple of map stones. We activated a couple up there. So we have the Bone Horde and the Balrog's Lair, which is endgame. I didn't show you guys that. Okay, we have to go back and look at that. But first, we're going to go to the Bone Horde. I completely forgot about that. Oh, she's an expert. So that we come back to the Shadow Orc Stronghold and our Durin's Monument. This is the Well of Shadows. This is what we need to seal. When it says reseal the wards, that's what it's referring to. So the only... Yeah, we have orcs, which... I gotta take care of them.
Dwarves! Filthy dwarves!
Call it filthy. You guys leave your waste all over the frickin' mines. Oh gosh, hi warg demon. Yeah, we're gonna have to sing a song for 45 minutes, so I gotta take care of these guys before that.
I need a better weapon for
No,
this.
no, Arik, you're fine. No, Arik, you're fine. Okay, is that it? Can we do the thing? Do I have what I need? I'm so nervous now. Black diamonds and granite. Oh, for the love of... Ugh. It wasn't adamant. Why isn't it adamant? That don't make no sense. I will. I'm gonna have to sing for 45 minutes. Enough time for a whole choir to come in behind me to support the epicness. My brain. Okay. Granite. Are you kidding me? That's fine. I'm gonna drink some hobgoblet because my stamina's back to regular levels, and it's abysmal. I can't do anything. Granite, shut up. I'm gonna grab like 100 and a little extra. 100 and a little extra. All right. More stamina. Got some food. All right, let's go back to the Bone Horde. All right. Let's try this again. Oh. Do you guys hear the whispers from the shadow? You guys can't hear them in game, probably. All right, here we go. Monument to Durin. Just Durin? So is this Durin the First? It would make sense. All right, you guys ready to sing? Here we go. 45 minutes. Start your timers.
Kazad Adnagan in Muru, Kazad Aknarazazanu.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
Oh, that wasn't 45 minutes. That was a lot shorter than it was supposed to be. Okay. And you guys see? There goes the shadow. There it goes. So we did it, you guys. This is the ward, or wards, that were set. There's another Durin's monument in pieces here that were set to lock out the shadow. So what's really funny is, like, please remember that this statue is here. I think I've pointed it out enough times, but my first solution was to build Durin's lamps next to all of the vents. And what's funny is I think the shadow did go away, but the objective was never completed because I didn't build the statue that I was supposed to build. So, yeah, it's easy to misunderstand because you've been fighting shadow a certain way for so long. You actually need to rebuild that monument. Okay, so we accomplished that. So now it really is rebuild the bridge and exit at the Demerald Gate. But before we do that, I need to show you guys something really cool. It's another little lore piece that makes me really happy. And despite the fact that it makes me so happy, I completely forgot to show it to you. So let's go back to where we fought the dragon. And I don't know if I love or hate the fact that her corpse just stays here indefinitely. When everything else we kill kind of goes away, I get that she's the boss, but there's a part of me that's like, I don't need her to stay. She's still smoking. She's still smoking. But here we go. Here's the cool thing. I'm so sorry I completely missed this. I think this is really fun. What's that? What's that over there? What's going on? This is the coolest thing, and I love how it looks. I think they did a brilliant job of designing this. Let's look at it. The shadow here, this is referred to as the Balrog's nest. The shadow here is darker and hotter. The dragon said this is where the Balrog emerged from its long slumber. So this very spot is where our ancestors delved too deep. So I love this. So the lair of the Balrog is like over there. Now you can't walk into, obviously, let's not do that. But yeah, I love that this is here because it absolutely doesn't have to be. Of course, we've referenced the Balrog like a million times. But I love that they actually brought us to a location in Moria that is directly associated with the Balrog and looks like the Balrog would have lived or emerged from that location. So that's just like a fun little side note thing to catch while you're down here. So sorry I missed it, but that's there. All fixed. Okay, so now it is to the Bridge of Khazad-dûm that we go, and I'm trying to think of what's closest. The Chamber of Marzarbul or the Eastern Bastion. The Eastern Bastion will be closer. Closer and easier. We'll go there. Oh, bats. They're gonna follow me forever. They're gonna follow me forever. I'm gonna run away from him, but he's gonna follow me forever. There he is. Still following me. Still following me. Whoa!
Eyes up! Monsters in the air!
Yeah, there's always bats over here. Whoop! Please don't knock me off. Please don't knock me off. That's fine. Just don't knock me off. I really miss my spear right now. Really? That's what I thought. Fly away from me now. Alright, moment of truth. I have adamant and I have black diamonds. And I have the adamant hammer, so we should be in business. It's gonna tell me that I don't have something. Alright. You guys remember this coming here? So the dragon's introductory scene, she flew out of this waterfall against this back wall here, came over here, broke the orc-built scaffolding that the orcs had used to repair the bridge themselves. She broke that, and then she placed this seal on the door to keep everybody out. But now it's time to leave. Man, I wish it was that easy to build a bridge. I wish it was that easy to build a bridge. Alright, you guys, here we go. Hold on, I gotta do the visual from the movie. This was the camera angle when the Fellowship was clambering. Oh my gosh, a bat on the bridge. No, that's not fair. He's gonna knock me off. Come here. Yeah. Okay, okay, and this is why I had to swap out the spear for Durin's axe, because Durin's axe is what is going to break this curse seal for us. And I can't tell you how many times, at least twice, if not 3 times, I have come to this point with the spear and not Durin's axe and had to go back, and it made me very sad. So we're doing it right this time. Play as I say and not as I do. Love it. The bridge is very short. I know, it's supposed to be 50 feet long. I don't know, maybe it is 50 feet long. Because 50 feet is not... It's not actually that long. Yeah, I don't know. It might be pretty close. Wow. Welcome to the first hall, everyone. Look at this beautiful monument here. So pretty. So obviously some orcs have been through here, made some mess, all of that good stuff. We can't see anything because we don't have a torch, and that's fine. So this area is not dangerous. Don't have to be on your guard here. And your objective is actually to get to the highest level.
Oh, the Dimrill Gate! The way out of Khazad-dûm! At last!
At last! It only took us 20 episodes. 20 episodes to beat the campaign, beat the boss, and now we can finally get out of the mountain. So if you guys remember, we're going to do a quick recap here. I know that I'm over 2 hours, no stress. But we came in at the doors of, well, not at the doors of Durin. We got blasted into the mountain by accident. And we started over by the doors of Durin in the Westgate area on the complete other side of the mountain at the western entrance. This is the eastern entrance. And we have made our way from Westgate into the Elven Quarter. And then we made it beyond the Elven Quarter into the Mines of Moria. And that is where we fought our first orc chieftain and took out our first stronghold. Was able to mine a lot of resources there in the mines. From the mines, we made our way through the lower deeps, which is said to be the realm that the Belagos dwarves delved for themselves when they came to Moria as refugees, along with the Nogrod elves, when the Blue Mountains were overrun. And so we got through the lower deeps and discovered the Watcher in the water, if you guys remember that fight. And got, defeated the Watcher. We don't know if we killed it. We don't know if it just hurt, its eyes were hurt real bad, so it just went away. But we took out the Watcher in the water so that we could repair the drain pumps and relight the Forge of Belagos. And that's what we did in the lower deeps. And then we made our way to the Tomb of the Kings, where all of the Durins, Durin 1 through Durin the 6th, are laid to rest. A beautiful place. And beyond that, found the Eastern Stairs and had to scrap our way up to the Eastern Stairs. Very dangerous. Lots of things trying to push you off the edge. And once we got up to the Eastern Bastion and the upper armories of the Third Deep, we came out to the area we're technically in right now, which is where the Bridge of Khazad-dûm was. The entrance to the Chamber of Marzarbul, which is where we found Balin's chest. The Chamber of Marzarbul, that structure, that building, these eastern halls. This is where Balin reigned for, I believe, about 5 years when he led a company here after the events of The Hobbit, after the events of Smaug the Dragon. Balin led his own company to Moria to try and retake it, and they did set up shop here, and they were here for several years before the Balrog ran them out as well. Actually, he was killed by orcs. I don't even know if the Balrog was involved, but Balin was taken out by an orc arrow, and a massive force of orcs came up, I believe, maybe from Gundabad, or just further down the Misty Mountains. I can't remember exactly where they came from, but took out Balin's company. And those were the last people here in the mines until the Fellowship came through and discovered what they discovered, fought the Balrog. Thank you, Gandalf, for taking care of that and purged the area of that. So after the Chamber of Marzabul, where Balin set up his throne room and his rule here in the Eastern Halls, we continued on to the Dwarodelf, the upper city of the Dwarodelf, which was the biggest, most elaborate, most beautiful, industrious location in the mountains. So much to be referenced there, so much to be seen. And we set up our main base camp there in the Dwarodelf. From there, we delved down into the desolation of the Balrog, an area that was completely run amok, destroyed, just ruins from the Balrog. And down there, in the desolation, the Troll King took up his throne at Durin's Forge. And so we had to take out the Troll King to relight that forge, and it was very fun and very short. And we did it on Halloween, and it was great. So from the desolation, we made our way to the Redhorn Lode, and we found the Mithril Lode as well as the Mithril Forge, and that has all brought us to where we are now. Here at the Demerald Gate, you guys, after 20 episodes, a couple of months we have spent, like 2 months, down here playing this game, stuck in the mines, and we're about to finally get out. So guys, buckle up. This is going to be really fun. Thank you, Kathleen. Oh, saw you beat the dragon. Congrats. Pay attention to your studies. We want you to graduate, remember? All right, you guys ready to exit? I mean, look at the, hold on, look at the store. So this is the reference, everybody, if you're not familiar, and I think everybody is, the Get to the Gate reference, hashtag Get to the Gate, that the RTM community, the leadership kind of put together for us, a fun little challenge. This is the Demerald Gate, that's what they're referencing. So yeah, here we are. Here we are at the Demerald Gate in the first hall. Let's get out of here, you guys.
The first Mithril Durin ever mined. So much of our fate is tied to this stone. The heart of the dwarves has been found. At last, Durin can wake to lead us all into Khazad-dûm. The fight against the Shadow must continue, led by our new Lord of Moria. Cousin Gimli, you were right this time.
Well done, young hero. Now, we celebrate! It was a pickaxe. All along, Uncle Balin thought it was a great weapon. And a dragon? Oh. You have some tales to tell, Lord of Moria. Alas, I may not be here when Durin returns. I made promises, you see, to meet Aragorn, to Minas Tirith, see Merry and Pippin again. To make one final trip with Legolas. Perhaps hear the Lady of the Wood again. But your story doesn't end here. Oh no. This is your company now. May its deeds be long remembered. Farewell. And and may the luck of the dwarves be ever with you.
Yay! Good job, everybody. We did it. Applause. Round of applause. John Paul Dumont, like the first name, yeah. In partnership with North Beach Games.
Yet on the moon was seen.
GG's! Congrats, congrats! We did it! Oh!
Stone when Durin woke and walked alone. He named the nameless hills and dells. He drank
I'm letting you guys have the music.
untasted wells. He stooped and looked in mirror and saw a crown of stars appear as gems upon a silver thread above the shadow of his head.
Okay. We'll stop it. It'll go for a little while longer, but that was the end of that song, so we'll stop it at the end of the song. Congratulations. GG's, everybody. We did it. Took us a couple of months to get through here, and here we are. Should we be looking at all the names? No, it was just the John Paul Dumont, the game director, was at the top, and excuse me, he was listed in with the writers as well, so I think that was it. Yes, the Mirror, all of that good stuff. The Pillar of Durin. Is it called the Stone of Durin? I think it's called the Stone of Durin. They had that out there. Yeah, so Thorin the Third, Stonehelm, king under the mountain at the moment. We delivered to him the Khazad Stone, as was assigned to us to do while we were in here. There's a special thanks section near the end. Oh, gosh. Okay. Can we skip to the credits? And then can we speed up? It's not gonna be me, if that's what you guys are thinking.
No stain yet on
Do I need to slow down here? Free range
was
games.
seen. No words were laid on stream or stone when Durin woke and walked alone.
Oh, it's happening. You said it, it's happening. You're not gonna, you're not talking about John Rhys Davies, are you? Doing the voice work for Gimli? We talked about that in the first episode.
And saw a crown of stars.
Okay, special thanks.
As gems
Special thanks.
upon a silver thread above the shadow of his
Oh, I saw a blue title and I thought it was special. Man, it takes so many people to make a game. This is why I'm like, don't tell people what to do with their game. Look at all of these people that did this.
Till day's end. Hey, when the work is done, ale in my hand by the hearth. Now swing her strong and wail her song. Pour over o'er till day's end. Hey, when the throat runs dry.
Voice acting, John Rhys Davies.
Ale in my hand by the hearth.
I don't recognize any of the other people. La, 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 la. Okay, here we go.
The world was fair, the mountains
Special thanks to the Discord members who have helped their fellow players and the game developers along the way. You gave us life and support at every turn. Oh, look! Axebeard, Eppers, Firemane Davy, Guy's in there, of course. Mariak, Miss Kasumi. Oh, fun. Is that all the Moothak? How do you guys say it? Is that all those people? Or are those the keg members? Are those the keg members? Oh gosh, I'm starving. Let's eat some food. Let's eat some food. Alright, so we have a new objective. Say goodbye. And okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Very cool. Say goodbye to Arik. Guys, I'm not ready. Our buddy Arik. We no longer need him to help us get out. We have found the way out. Let's talk to our little buddy. Let's appreciate him.
Arik,
damn it.
This has been quite the return to Moria, huh? Will you join King Thorin on his journey back to Erebor?
I couldn't fly off without saying goodbye, my friend. What will you do now?
I'll continue rebuilding this place. Mine Mithril, subdue the shadows, perhaps even solve the mystery of Bundusatur.
You really are Lord of Moria. It suits you.
My hammer strikes now to prepare Moria. When Durin returns, he will take up the crown as King of Khazad-dûm.
Then Durin's folk shall return to Khazad-dûm. For now, the North Winds call. Farewell!
Farewell, Arik.
Oh, stuffs and things. Okay, so there's the dragon rune. So yeah, you get it at endgame. Okay, the King's Brew Tank recipe, and then guys, I am happy to announce we have more objectives now that the game has provided for us, and I love it when a game does that. I love it when it's got a little bit more to offer, and it gives you some ideas of what to do with your time in game. So the end is not the end. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for the call out, Axebeard, because I wasn't even thinking about the Stone Warden, so we should definitely take a look at that as well. So good reminder. I wasn't thinking about it at all. But let's just talk about our cutscene really quickly. So as I was saying, we got the Khazad Stone to King Thorin under the mountain. King under the mountain, Thorin Stonehelm. And they have named us the Lord of Moria. So now it is basically put upon us to prepare for Durin's return. Now, I've seen reference to Durin the Seventh multiple times throughout this game, and I personally just need to dig through the appendices and see what they're trying to say about it, because according to lore, Durin the Seventh in the Fourth Age was the Durin that returned the dwarves. They actually came back and took possession of Khazad-dûm. So my character is not obviously Durin the Seventh or a representation of him, because they harped too much on the concept of Durin the Deathless, him being reborn, needing the Khazad Stone to do that. So the idea is like, well, now that if it's the way that they explained it, they need to give that Khazad Stone to some woman who's pregnant in with some family association with the line of Durin, so she can hold on to it when the time comes. And if her baby happens to look like Durin, which apparently they know exactly what Durin the First looked like millennia after the fact, he will be named the reincarnation of Durin. He will be Durin returned, and then he would technically be Durin the Seventh and come back and reclaim Khazad-dûm. So, but I've seen references in the lore, and they're making stuff I looked at. I felt like was saying he'd already lived and already existed or something, and I'm like, well, that's not accurate. So I want to dig into that a little bit to see what they're trying to say about that. But per the canon, we're kind of a made-up placeholder for the moment to prepare the way, I guess, for Durin the Seventh to come back and bring the dwarves back into here officially. So yeah, so that's what's going on. And then Gimli obviously was saying it was a pickaxe. And Balin, my what do you say? My uncle Balin thought it was a weapon, so he was referencing Durin's axe, which is in my hand right now. And I will admit that I too, when I first played campaign and I didn't know any better, absolutely thought it would be a weapon. So much so that after I crafted it, I tried to fight orcs with it. And let me tell you, it's not a very good weapon. So I was quite confused about what Durin's axe was supposed to do or be. I also thought it was supposed to be a weapon. So the game is very much referencing what that feels like the first time you go through campaign. You're not thinking it's a pickaxe, you're thinking it's an actual like battle axe of some kind. So yeah, but no, it is the item that you need to actually take out those cursed runes on the doors. And yeah, good times. So we had a little chit chat with Gimli, and he's like, all right, dude, it's on you now. And prepare for Durin's return is a new objective for us. And so this kind of encompasses everything that the game encourages you to do after the campaign is completed. Mine Mithril, restore the Dwardelf, and make the mountains safe. Durin the Last will lead us all back into Khazad-dûm, that should be Durin the 7th. Until that time, I have been appointed Lord of Moria. It is my duty to prepare for the day when more than my small company returns for good. So, multiple times in, well, between this and the one mention in the credits, there's been mention of a company of dwarves. And it's like, it's just me though. And there are no other dwarves that are gonna show up after this pack. Oh, more bats, so fun. There are no other dwarves that are gonna show up. So that's very much what the expansion that is coming next week is to provide for us, is that company of dwarves. So until then, most of us have spent our time building, cleaning, trying to restore all of these areas to their former glory to get them ready. And now the expansion is upon us, and so we will finally have our company. And I keep forgetting, I feel like I've seen 20, 21, 25, I don't know how many dwarves you can actually have assigned to you in the expansion. I'm not sure, I think it's around 20. Or maybe it's just 12, or maybe it's 5. I don't know anything, so that is what we are going to gain finally in this expansion, is that company of dwarves that were referenced. 21, thank you. I knew Axe would come through on that. Hey, there's a pallet of stone in here. I guess I left this here a while ago, huh? Oh, that's funny. Okay. I think I'm in good enough shape. Let's follow Axe's advice. Head to Westgate for reasons. Head to Westgate for reasons. And this confuses me a little bit, Axe. This confuses me a little bit. Maybe you can clarify, because I know you're paying more attention than I am. But, I was about to freak out. I was like, do I have Durin's axe or not? I do. Everything's fine. Okay, so we are headed to the Doors of Durin. If you guys remember, that was the very first seal that blocked us from leaving. This is where we got locked in to begin with. This is where all of it started, is here in the Westgate, in the western halls on the western side of the mountains. Oh, running. Okay, so now we have the means to unlock this seal. Okay. Now we can open the Doors of Durin, just like we could open the Demerald Gate. Melon. Alright, and then you have to exit.
A dwarf coming through those doors, what a sight! Thank Durin, your head is as strong as a mountain. That collapse scared all of us. We are to set up a trading camp. Supplies from Rohan, the Shire, the Havens, whatever you need to finish the job in there. So, get back to it, Lord of Moria.
More credits. Okay, no, we're not doing that again. Yeah, so that was the tease. That's been here the entire time. Again, I'm still playing the base game, so that is not new content. And I remember experiencing that, seeing that, and being like, a trading camp, you say? A trading camp. Ara, you've never done this? You guys, I did not teach you. I did not teach you right. I raised you better than that. But yeah, so my confusion is the trading camp is going to be at the Dimril Gate, right? It's not going to be here. So it's interesting. I guess I don't know where else they could have put the cutscene. But, like, the trading camp is not going to be at the Doors of Durin, right? It's going to be on the other side. Or am I not understanding? Is it going to be at the Doors of Durin? Somebody tell me. I'm confused. I'm confused. If that's just where they had to put the cutscene, I get that, but... like, the training camp's not out here. That's false advertising. I guess we find out in a week. Oh no, Axebeard knows. I'm waiting for him to tell me. Waiting for him to tell me. Alright. Cool beans. Alright, let's head back to the Doro base, and I have some things to look at. Recruit NPCs at the Dimril Gate, traders at Holland on the west side of the mountains. Oh, so we have outdoor interactions on both sides. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. Oh, shoot, that was taking salt? I need to be more careful about what I cook. Interesting, interesting. Yes, Ara, you are correct. Yeah, I thought we were gonna recruit NPCs, like, at the trading post, basically. Like, not trade for them, obviously. It's not a slave market. But, I thought it was all happening in the same area. I never really put it together that there would be extended access on both sides of the mountain. So that's what I thought the get to the gate thing was like. That's why that's the point, is like you have to get to the Dimril Gate to do the new content, and I thought that included the trading post. So okay, no, that all makes sense. That's cool. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Okay. I'm recovering myself, because, well, buddy, what a night. What a night. And that's really it, you guys. There are a couple of more things to check out, though. So, let's look at our crafting recipes. Okay, so they didn't pop up, but I knew that this would happen. They didn't pop up on the screen that this is now available. We have unlocked by defeating, I don't know if it's defeating the dragon, I don't know if it's, because it never popped up on the screen, so I don't know what activity actually unlocks these recipes. It was either the end credits or defeating the dragon, like I have no idea. Anyways, the Shazaknaman was the only weapon that we've had access to at this point made of mithril. So now we've actually unlocked multiple various mithril weapons. We have multiple sword options. We have multiple, well, we have a maul, and then we have an axe, and then we have a halberd, and then we have two swords. We've got a great sword, a two-handed sword, and then we have a standard one-handed sword. And then we have this bludgeon weapon, which looks like a pickaxe. I guess you consider this a war hammer. A battle hammer crafted from mithril. Okay, a battle hammer. So yeah, so you can actually swap out, like, you love the Shazaknaman, you're like, this is a great weapon, we've obviously taken out hordes of shadow orcs and fell beasts and stuff with it. But now, to my heart's delight, I can craft a mithril sword instead, because I love me a good sword. So, that is something that I wanted to point out to you guys. Also, we have unlocked the final armor upgrade in the game. That is the mithril armor. So here you go. Mithril helmet, armor, gloves, and slippers. So this is a whole new armor set that you can craft now with mithril. So this is why the dragon dropped a bunch of mithril on us, because a bunch of these recipes we're gonna get unlocked, and the game knows we're gonna need more mithril. Now, we still have tons of mithril we can mine down in those darkest deeps and all of that good stuff, but we do have a good amount on us as we are now. So there's a part of me that wants to go ahead and make some things happen. I think it said I could craft these things at the Coastal Forge, but maybe not. Let's see what we have available to us here. Absolutely not the armor and not the weapons. Okay, so we would have to go to the Mithril Forge to craft these Mithril recipes. However, I don't have a ton of ingots. I have 140 pieces of ore, but I don't have a ton of ingots, so I'm gonna grab those. And I'm gonna see what else we need for this sword and the armor. How about that? Because the playthrough would not be complete if I don't show you guys everything that's available to you, like our final upgrades here. Okay, so I want the one-handed sword, which is the Ruknaman. Mithril, ironwood, fine leather, and amethyst. Oops. Ruby, sapphire, amethyst, diamond. Okay, we're gonna do like one thing at a time. I probably need to make some more fine leather. I might not be able to make enough. Let's take a look. We had some in our drop chest somewhere. Here we go. There's 8 in here. That's good. Mithril ore I can put on my pallet. May or may not have an iron ore. Thing. It said we needed diamonds, amethyst, sapphires. I already have my diamonds in my pocket. I have 7 diamonds in my pocket and rubies. I remember that. Oh, Thunderstrike, thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. I super appreciate you being here and also being in the live chat. The more the merrier, so I appreciate everybody who takes a minute to say hello in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. The Mithril Forge. Yeah, the Matic. There's a Tier 4 Khazad Army version too. Oh, okay. A battle axe. I guess there used to be a villager settlement of some sort outside the doors of Durin. Holland. Right. I thought the traders were coming in on Durin's side. Yep. It never occurred to me in all the language that was being spoken that it would be 2 separate things. I thought it was all going to happen in the same spot. The same spot. Okay, so we're going to craft those ingots. I'm going to put this granite down. I'm going to put this adamant down. Oops, I'm taking it out. This happens all the time. Don't feel bad. If you confuse your chest slots for your pack slots. It happens to the best of us. Alright, mithril ore. Look at all these black diamonds we have left over. Look at all these map stones we can build. Alright, let me use my brain, I swear. I swear I can. Okay, so amethyst, sapphire. Fire. Diamonds? Was I making that up? Do we need a diamonds? I need fine leather. I need rubies. It works well for me as I've always built that little side room area by the Holland Gates as a little trader's rest corner. Yeah, I remember us talking about that because that's where the cutscene was, so it just made sense to build there. We just kind of interpreted it that way. Yep. So yeah, everything's fine. The toll makes sense. If they're gonna put it, they're gonna split it between the 2 sides. Okay, fine leather. I have 8. Do I have more in my materials chest? Ooh, I've got 7. Fancy. So I have 15 total. How many do I need? 1, 4, 8, 11. Okay, so I have enough fine leather. I need 3, 7. I need 7 fine cloth. Do I have that? Do I have that? That's Numenorian cloth. Oh. Yeah, I've got 12. Okay, cool. We're in business with cloth and leather. Imagine that. I'm so surprised. Mithril forge. Armor. So sapphires, rubies, amethyst, diamond. Okay, yeah, I wasn't making it up. So 4 ingots, 6 ingots, 9 ingots, 10 ingots for the armor. And then for my sword, so I need 13 ingots altogether and some ironwood. Okay. Okay, okay. Cursed, but I've never seen that extra cutscene. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Everything's fine. It's gonna work out. Okay. So 8. How many did I say? 13? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll just do another. We'll just do a full batch. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're gonna make a mithril sword and we're gonna make mithril armor. That's gonna be the final upgrade for us in the game. Mine mithril, restore the Dwarven and make the mountain safe. Next stream, I'm gonna show you guys my Dwarven. Thank you, Axe. I'm gonna show you guys my Dwarven. I'm just gonna do it. I probably will do videos as well because I would like it to be visible all of the time. It was funny though because I was walking back through it to like make sure everything was stocked, all my pallets were full and like all that stuff. And I'm like, man, this isn't good enough. Which RN Cursed have to deal with that for me all of the time. Where I'm just like, this isn't even good. I don't know. Some areas are better than others, but I was just walking through there and I'm like, man, there's so many gaps and like I need to fix this. This actually doesn't look that good and like blah blah blah. But I'm just gonna show it to you guys as is. I think that that's a great thing to do, just to show it. You can kind of see some of the things that can be done. It was very hard for me to resist the urge to go ahead and like touch it up and try to fill it in and fix it and all of that. I was just like, don't touch it, just clean it. Like, make sure it's all clean. Make sure nothing's respawned where it shouldn't. Make sure all of your storage and your stuff is like where it needs to be and all your pallets are full and everything's like nice and crispy. But other than that, but that's cool because I was walking around and that's inspiration too. Like looking at what you have and being like, you know what, I could do better. That's honestly what I did. How many? 10 islands? 8, 9? How many islands did we do? Creature Crossing and Balenci Gaming seasonal islands. It was like every time it was like, I need to do better. I know I can do better. So that was kind of inspiration for building. So I am very tempted to go in and try to build a bit. Okay, so while we're waiting for our ingots to smelt, waiting for Durin the Last, I'm going to dig into this a little bit. The Khazad stone has been returned to Durin's line. That is why it has been so long since he awoke. Not just that the Balrog took him from us, but that the stone does have a power to it. The king under the mountain will now hold it, awaiting the birth of a new Durin. It will be the last Durin, who will bring all of Khazad back to Khazad-dûm. So this should be Durin the 7th. I don't know that has to be the last one. This was Nain and Durin the 6th. This is a monument to Durin the 6th. Hold on. Am I getting... Was there never a 7? Was I just miscounting my Roman numerals? Because numbers are my weakness. Hold on. Ooh, I should also show you guys the crossroads properly. So what I will say out loud while we're here and we're waiting is that every cursed door can now be broken through. So we came across another two that are still sealed. So the doors of Durin, the exit that takes us to the Emerald Gate at the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, the gate to Durin's Highway, which we busted through that. That's the one that you break immediately after crafting Durin's axe, because that's the only way you can move forward and even get to the crossroads. So we busted into Durin's Highway, and we've talked about how Durin's Highway ends up being Hold on. It's in this. It's in Baranzanbar. This yellow section here on the bottom, we've talked about how this turns into a series of passages that will lead you to most of the major areas in the game. It's kind of like a interstate or a highway. Durance Highway, imagine. It's kind of in the middle of things, and you can take passages to reach other locations a little bit quickly, and you will need Durance Axe to go in there and bust through. I think there is a door. I'm trying to remember what they were called. I can't remember the titles of them. So, like, in Westgate, we came to a door we couldn't break through. Here we go. The gate to Durance Highway. Okay, so we went through there. What's this one? Are they all called the gate to Durance Highway? Because that's somehow accurate, but also inaccurate. Gate to Durance Highway. Okay, but this is the West Gate. And these are the Mines of Moria. What were the locations called? Because we'd end up going into a big chamber with pillars. There was like orcs in there. Sometimes there was a shadow vent in there, and there'd be a sealed door. And it was the next point that we were trying to get out. And Arik would usually meet us there and be like, oop, this is sealed too. We can't get out this way. Now we've got to like go through the mines, and oh, we've got to go down into the lower deeps and take the Pilgrim's Highway because this door is blocked. So there's a couple of other sealed doors. They all open onto Durance Highway is just the point I'm trying to make. And I can go show you all of that visually if you want. And maybe we can do that in next stream when I'm showing you a tour of my builds. Maybe I can run through my Durance Highway, which has already been opened up, and show you guys kind of how that functions. But that's just another note to make. You now have access through the mountain in a little more efficient way. Okay, so we've got 14 mithril ingots. I think I have everything else. We're gonna test that theory. Because this is, I think this is the last thing that I really feel like I should do before we wrap it up for tonight. And I am going on 3 hours. And you're welcome. That's my fault for running around too much in the front. It's really hard for me to feel my way through the timing of things, but it's all good, right? Gates to Durance Highway, Westgate, Mines, and Dworodelf. Right, but I feel like the doors themselves were called something. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I shall figure it out. Alright. First, I want to be the strongest of the strong. I want the strongest armor. I want the strongest weapons. Tier 6. Bring it on. The Rooknaman. Let's go. Or I should say the Rook. The Rooknaman. Okay. Oops. My helmet. My armor. My gloves. And my slippers? No way. I actually did it right for once. I don't think I've ever come to a Great Forge to craft recipes I could only craft at a Great Forge and had everything that I needed. I think that's a first. I think that's a first. And it's too dark in here, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna change over here. Alright, so we came here to craft all of that goodness. So yeah, we're gonna go back to base. I mathed correct. Who is she indeed? Alright, let's do the thing. So, my pants. My hat. Oh, my shirt. And my gloves. And my gloves. There we go, you guys. Mithril armor. Hello and welcome. New stuff, get excited. And here is my new sword. Look how shiny it is. Oh, isn't it pretty? I love that hilt. I love the wire work on it. Rah! Okay, so I will have to choose a rune. And we... I love this armor because it's so, Crusades. It's so Crusades inspired. So let's see, we've got some other options now. So I've got my mithril sword. This is the rune that I was talking about earlier in stream, where I was like, I know it exists, or at least I'm pretty sure it exists, but I don't know when we get it. So this is a bonus against dragons specifically, so I believe this will work against fell beasts and potentially drakes a little bit better. It's going to increase your damage to them. We have a general rune for animals called the Hunter's rune. And it's bonus to stamina and damage when facing animals. So this would include, yeah, the pajamas, I know. This will include wargs, bats, moths, like animals in-game. That'll increase your damage to them. Whisper Wood, I believe this is, yeah, this is DLC. The Ritual is DLC. And the Frostblade we've had, the Flame one we've had, Thunderstrike we've had. But now we also have Radiant. A Radiant rune here. Attacks do radiant damage, pushes away shadow. So this does some kind of light damage. Which I wonder if that works best against shadow orcs, because it's like their opposing element. But it also says pushes away shadow. So one thing to note about the mithril armor, and of course Orcbane, which is what I use all of the time, because everything I fight is an orc, at least for the most part. So I could do the Radiant rune on this. Maybe that would be a fun one to do. Maybe I'll wait to decide because I'm not sure. But I will say one thing about the mithril armor. Actually, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll do the Radiant rune because I believe that not only this armor, but now my sword will help drive away shadow. You guys see how it's glowing now? Will help drive away shadow in the environment. So I'm actually going to have greater shadow damage, like shadow resistance. That bar that fills to equal the shadow cursed status is going to fill a heck of a lot slower. So I now have like additional protection against shadow. It's going to take a lot longer for me to take shadow damage like that. And I believe the status itself will be a bit shorter too. So that's a fun, like a really nice perk with the mithril set, is that it does help you kind of fight off the shadow as well. So, now we've got all of our new stuff. One thing I do want to show you guys that we haven't done yet. Oh, I can't do it. I need amber? Really? Can I break one of my amber lamps real quick for some amber? Can I break one of my lamps real quick? Do I have enough now? No, I need more? I need... Okay. Alright. Are these amber or are these quartz? These are amber. Oop. There we go. Okay, I just want to build the ink grinder real quick. Show you guys what this does. This is a fun little resource that you can use to tint your armor. So, here are your color options. It's just like any other crafting station. You would just walk up to it and interact with it. And you choose which piece of armor you're trying to tint. So you can see that the color that's highlighted right now in the options is red, and I'm hovering over my helmet. So here's what a red tinted helmet would look like for the Mithril collection. Here's the red tinted coat, so you see how it's this, and the lighting is really harsh right here, so I'm sorry. But you see the coat tinted red, the gauntlets tinted red, the slippers tinted red. So let's grab yellow, pink, let's do green. You guys get it. So you can mix and match, or you can tint all of your pieces the same color, whatever makes you happy. There's purple, gray, yellow, blue, green, pink, orange, I guess, a little darker. And then there's like this white option, which I can't get to. There it is. Oops. And that kind of looks exactly the same to me. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys this option. I've used it a couple of times just for funsies, but for the most part I keep stuff kind of as is. And yeah, other than DLC items, I think that's everything to really show you guys. So yeah, this is the last kind of things to unlock to have. Again, outside of DLC items. Now, let me look at something really quick, because I might have a question. There it is. I've been waiting for this item. I lied. There's other things that you can get. Oh, is the Elven Farm Box DLC? Ooh, that's why. It takes an elven tree cutting, so this has to be part of the Endcraft DLC? Fancy. So I've been waiting for this item to unlock. I thought it was a base game item that was part of like the farming update that we received that was more general. Yeah, if it's the tree cuttings, yeah, I'm gonna say that it is the Endcraft DLC. So I was gonna say that we could unlock this in the future. I thought this was available to all players, but you have to get the Endcraft DLC to do it. Okay, so we won't talk about that. But I'll wrap my brain around maybe doing a video where I show you guys specifically. It won't be a promo for the DLC packs, but it'll be more of like it'll be more me making a video to show you guys what a lot of the DLC stuff actually is, because we may or may not be able to get to all of that in the next stream. So I will build a format in some form of content, and we will walk through tree cuttings in the Elven Farm Box or base game Whisper Rune. Tree cuttings are base game? So that was just with the farming update that wasn't necessarily DLC? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, then I have a whole lot more things to talk about. Dang it. Dang it. I thought the wood cuttings were part of the Endcraft. Okay. Yeah. What do you need to build to prompt it? I have not seen it until just now. I've been waiting for this item to pop up. So it might be just end game. One tree bed in base game too. Yeah, the tree, yeah. That's what I was confused, because I was like, I thought it was base game, and then we had all this other, like, the tree boxes and stuff that we use. Unlock the Mithril Forge. I've had it. I've had it since the, oh, sorry guys. I just hit my microphone. I've had it since the Mithril Forge. Yikes. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, I need to be done, for reals. We're over 3 hours now. So I'm going to make a note right now so I don't forget that in our next stream, which is going to be Friday, if nothing crazy happens, I'm going to be touring my builds for you guys. We're going to run through building on the most basic level possible. But let me also list farm, which farming would probably naturally become a part of that, because I'm going to build farming stuff too. Because I want to show you what I've done, but then also give you guys very basic, like, we might build little featurettes. Like, I might slap up all of the lodge items so you can see what that looks like. I might slap up all the Yuletide stuff so you can just see it, you know? So farming probably would have naturally fallen into that, but I want to make sure that I address that directly. Okay. So, yes. Thank you, Axebeard. Thank you. I was gonna say that, Axe. Unlock the Mithril Forge. Yeah. Classes ended. You're still going? What? I know. I need to be done. I made it to the buys. You did. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up, but we did it. We did it, you guys. We beat the game. We've got all the goods. We did all the stuff. Congratulations. Good work, everybody. Thank you for your ongoing patience with me being the crazy person that I am. Alrighty, so yes, next stream is on Friday. We're going to take a look at my Dorodelph, maybe a couple other. I've built a lot of areas. We might take a look at my Westgate. We'll see how much time allows. And I want to touch a lot of the building mechanics. And I want to show you guys a lot of items that I just haven't really been able to point out. You guys don't even know is a thing. And we're going to make sure that that all makes sense and everybody sees everything that they need to see to understand the game. And then get excited, because next week, Monday stream is going to turn into a Tuesday stream, so that I can start the Durin's Folk campaign expansion on the day of release. I can start that with you guys live. I think that makes so much sense. I'm so excited for it. So we're going to do that on Tuesday. So Monday will be replaced by a Tuesday stream. That's the day that the DLC is dropping. And then that Friday will potentially be a dual stream with the Steam homepage. So things are going to be a little bit weird next week, but we have Friday before that, so get excited. Thank you guys so much. Yes, thank you to VOD watchers. If anybody has watched the stream all the way through, another 3-hour stream. I hope I don't make this a habit. It's really not a great idea. But thank you. Wow, 3 hours. If you made it this far, bless your hearts, and thank you so much. I appreciate the views. Views on my stuff tell YouTube to show it to more people. My content will be suggested to more people based on how many views and how many likes I get. So if you guys watched, thank you so much for that. Consider dropping a like on the stream if you did. Thank you so much for that as well. Truly, I really, really mean it. Also, friendly reminder to everybody in chat, there is a live throne wish list for me. If at all you desire to contribute to support the channel, to contribute to my making of content, I do have a list of items, mostly equipment, gaming consoles, games, accessories, things that will directly facilitate me making content for you. And since I am not currently monetized on any level, it is I don't know, Chris, I haven't looked. It is something that you can do in place of like a super chat or memberships or anything until I get monetized. So this is kind of a placeholder for monetization, but absolutely no pressure, obviously. But if you enjoy the content, if you want to see me do more things, play more games, also definitely suggest games for me, guys. I am definitely a casual gamer. I'm not going to play any like Lost Souls or Dark Souls or From Software games or any of those crazy things that are like the hardest games in the world. But if you have any game suggestions for me, drop them in the comments. Let me know if there's something you want to watch me play, and I will consider it. I will seriously consider it. I'll be careful because I know what I'll enjoy and what I won't. And some things I will do because I won't enjoy them. Ask my friends about Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, so just if you have suggestions, drop them, because we are moving into, like, we finished our Return to Moria campaign. We're going to spend some time with Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing has an update coming up. And then I have Forbidden West hanging out in the queue. That's like the next playthrough I'm probably going to take on. But I would love to play something maybe a little bit newer. Maybe we'll check out Voyagers of Nira, or maybe we'll check out some other thing. So yeah, anyways, all that being said, it is a variety channel. If you have suggestions, drop them in the comments. Okay, I'm finally done talking, I swear. It's going to be 4 hours by the time I get out of here. Yeah, friendly reminder to all of my people in the live chat, my Discord is closed, my phone is muted, I have no other programs running. I can't even look at this game and talk to you guys at the same time. I cannot split my attention between multiple things. So if you're trying to DM me or if you're trying to like do fun stuff on the side, I'm so sorry. I can't catch it during stream. I'll literally just, my brain will fall out. But yeah, we'll work on it. And Kirst, I will take a look at some alerts to see if we can incorporate something into OBS to alert, you know, throne donations and stuff like that. So anyways. You need to add the Zelda amiibo too, then you'll have the amiibos for the Zelda villagers. So Ara, I looked at an article online, and those particular amiibos, the Link will unlock Tulin and the Ganondorf will unlock Minoru. So I picked those two specifically for that. So I didn't go get like the Breath of the Wild set or the, you know, the Twilight Princess set or the Tears of the Kingdom set. There was an article that I read that said those specific ones would give me both villagers. Because they're, for some reason, specific amiibos. Not all of them, but some, I don't know. Anyways, technology. I'm desperate for Forbidden West. They're so funny. You play it yourself all the time. First Dwarf looks fun. Okay, I'll look into it. There's a Zelda one that does Minoru too. Yeah, I don't like Zelda. You know this. I don't like her. I like Ganondorf because, especially that version, that's the Ganondorf, so that's the Smash Brothers release, but that's the Ganondorf character design from Twilight Princess. And like, talk about Daddy Ganon. Twilight Princess, he had the best character design in Twilight Princess. So anyways, yeah, I find it weird how they'll split the two limit. Yeah, I don't get it. Alright, I don't like Zelda's voice. Do you guys remember when we played Age of Calamity? I know it was years ago, but like, I hated her. She was such a whiny little baby. I can't stand Zelda. I can't stand what they've done with Zelda. She used to show up at endgame. She was always like Princess Peach and stuck in the castle for the whole game. Now, Ocarina of Time, she was the character Sheik, spoiler alert, but so she taught Link how to play songs on the ocarina, so she was kind of involved as the process went, but like for the most part, she was the princess being held hostage. Link had to go save her. Excuse me. And then when you did get her out of the castle, or when you met up with her at endgame for the boss fight, she would like bust out her goddess powers and have like some super dope holy arrows or like something for to like help you take out Ganon. You guys would work together most often. And that was so cool. But like the character arc that they took her through for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and like Hyrule Warriors, the 2 games now, Age of Imprisonment, which I'm also trying to get my hands on, which we can stream if you guys are interested. I don't remember. I feel like Calamity was a success. I feel like people enjoyed it enough. It wasn't like Remake, where I played Remake and like nobody watched that. So if you guys are interested in watching me play Age of Imprisonment, I'd be happy to do that on stream so we can talk about that too. But yeah, just her, she's just a whiny baby. She's like, oh, my powers haven't awakened yet. Oh my god. Look at, she's just like so pathetic all the time. So anyways, I digress. I don't want the Zelda amiibo. I want the Ganondorf amiibo, okay? I know, Ara. I know you hated the monkeys on Twilight Princess. Okay, seriously though. It's 4 o'clock. I'm not 4 o'clock. It's been 4 hours. I gotta go. My poor brain. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate the heck out of you. And thank you. Thank you for going on this journey with me through Moria. It's been really fun. So I'll catch you guys on Friday. We'll take a look at some builds. We'll explore some other elements of this game, and that'll be super fun. So until we see each other again, bye!